It's another Saturday night, and welcome to the GrimDark, everybody.
No.
I think Nick is in the back making cereal or some shit.
I'm happy to be here.
How was everybody's week?
Good.
I think.
It was all in preparation for this day.
Did you get your tires and stuff? And
I did. And I drove my 3 hours to be at work today.
yay!
It was super fun this morning.
And to put in the your face with these fine people here, or at least your avatar,
Hey,
which I changed over. So that's the Leor's
which
drawing
is
of
really
Fang.
all. Yeah, I was gonna say, which is all Kate's hard work.
You're all black and white. I got a color for that for you.
I thought this was supposed to be so the yellow stood out. I almost put like a gradient blue background, like from a dark blue to a light blue behind it to make the character pop more, but I didn't.
Hey, Kate, how much would you charge for a drawing of L?
I've drawn L before.
Then she threw darts at it.
It's not done yet.
Oh, okay. How much to get you to finish it?
If
You
you
can't
stop
rush
talking, I'll consider it.
You can't rush the process.
She's a perfectionist, means you'll never get it. Talk to Kelsto about that. You did one of the whole group at one point, I think, when Drake was still alive, didn't you?
Not. I'm doing the hug. I think I did one for Friday with all of us.
Yeah, I know you've done one there. I thought you had done.
I don't think she met Drake. Wait, no,
Yeah,
yeah,
she
she
did.
did. Jesus, what am I saying?
I was thinking you had done one of this group. And it may just be that one I'm thinking of, the Friday one.
I have, but it's not done, so I think I've only sent it to you and to Fang.
Hey,
Okay, so who remembers what happened last time? Anyone?
well, we definitely
Crab
didn't
apes.
have a group hug. Yeah, there were crab people. I was right. Leor was wrong.
Proximo owed him some money, apparently.
We saw the 2 gold slight, like kind of keep it on the down low pass between Proximo and Fang.
Yeah, that's what I was imagining. Like Fang and Proximo have been at it for so long. We're taking bets on what sort of horrific monstrosity we're up against next. I had my money on centaurs. How was I supposed to know it was going to be gorilla crabs?
It's like that scene from the first Avengers movie when Steve Rogers first gets on the fucking helicarrier.
Yeah,
Yes,
just like that.
Yeah, exactly the same.
So y'all had gone back discussing what you're gonna do and about Ori. Ori finally comes showing back up. Everybody has some words with Ori. Finally head out the next morning and stumbling through the jungle, fight some apes, crab things. Basically the with the stories behind those PC knowledge or player knowledge is those deep ones y'all fought when you first hit the right before you hit the shore, they'll mate with anything and it works.
I kind of had a feeling it was something.
So
like
yeah,
that.
they mated with some apes and created what those things were.
Inky.
I think I need to roll another wisdom save.
Because I was getting some Shadow over Innsmouth vibes and how they had like, they turn into fish people over time and stuff like that.
Well, the little scenario kind of got y'all going through is just, for the most part, taken from a Cthulhu mythos adventure story I've got. So that's where they came from.
Horrors from Beyond the Threshold?
No,
You wouldn't dare.
not that one.
You mean you're not taking these straight from Volvo's
Guide to Everything.
Volvo's
No,
Guide.
Xanathar's
Volvo's
Volvo.
Guide to Cars.
Hell yeah!
My favorite monster is the BMW.
I like Hyundai's Cauldron of Everything.
Which model, Scott?
Oh man, no, they're all abominations.
The BMW, or as he's otherwise known, the Big Mad Wizard.
Oh
That's what
no.
the W stands for.
So,
Volvo's Guide.
okay, you've
Rockstar
already
doesn't
killed
believe in
Brandon
Ferraris,
for the
they're only
night.
mitts.
It wasn't even close. He wasn't even in the same ballpark.
You forgot to dot your I's, cross your T's, add a couple letters.
So you fought those and then stumbled through the jungle for a while. Finally, come upon a trail, and it emptied out right next to this large city. Not as large as what you left,
that's
but
right.
it's got a 30-foot high wall around it, and on the inside, it's raised up probably about another 30 foot on a bluff. Looks very defensible. And off to the north, you can see where that slopes up, going up to the volcano. And if you zoom way in on that little path, y'all are the X.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right. We are on an absolutely massive map.
And before y'all logged in, I
I
doubled
Loaded
the
so fast though.
I doubled the size of the grid too from what it was.
Wow.
Wow.
Damn.
Thanks,
I
Fantasy Grounds
immediately
Unity.
find the nearest bar.
That's gonna be a bit as y'all travel around.
You are literally staring at a wall that's 30 feet high.
Yeah, we've
Yeah,
got a
How about we
couple of
get
miles of
into
walking
this-
apparently.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's get over it and go straight to the bar.
you can go over it. We'll walk to the gate.
So y'all start heading around, going to the north. It's a pretty good trek. As y'all get to the base of the volcano, where there's a path that splits off there.
Mhm.
The captain's like, the people I usually deal with are up this path, so we probably should make a detour here, try to, if I can sell these, and kind of holds the bag of stones up in his hand. Hopefully that'll get us what we need, at least to repair the ship. We may all have to try to find some day jobs or something for a while too, because we're gonna, unfortunately, and he kind of looks at each of you one at a time, we're gonna have to replace crew.
A day job.
Maybe not you.
Oh man,
And
Oh.
gives a slight incline with his head.
I was worried.
Unless you have a way to sweet talk, get people into joining on as crew and for payment later. Good luck. You're free to go.
If only we could get free labor.
If only we had some sort of bard that could attract people, perhaps with some good music.
Attracting and agreeing
have
to
one of
work
those.
for free on a ship's two different things.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Wouldn't it suck if we had an accident really close to shore and just couldn't pay you out because you were dead?
I'm going to need a tavern filled with people, a lot of alcohol, and a big crowd.
A big crap?
Crowd.
And he says, captain's like, you can feel free to go on in. There's a few inns and taverns. I've got business up here unless you're going to come with.
I'll come with.
I'll go with.
So everybody else is like, we're going to because of Ori.
Want to know what they do with them.
I mean, me and
No.
Proximo can go. Everybody else might as well head into town.
Yeah, I think that's plenty of people. Ori's fine.
Okay, so who's...
It's not like she has a prior history of running off with things that aren't hers.
That's why I said me and Proximo.
I'm gonna show back up. Look, I found a boat. Here you go.
Oh, there's no way that's stolen.
I was thinking more like, wow, she just threw a boat at us. We're dead. We're gonna die.
It's like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to drop that on you. Oh,
Yeah. Or it comes out of nowhere with an entire fucking boat, and it's like, no one else is surprised by this, just me? Okay.
I solved the problem.
Okay, so Ori,
It's got the
Proximo,
exalted
and
land
Fang.
ship.
Everybody else going into town, or who's doing what?
Does that sound good? Proximo.
Chris will go into
Yeah,
town.
I'm good with that. Sorry, Chris, what'd you say?
Kursk is going into town.
I asked Chris, but thank you, Jack.
Kursk is going into town.
Leora, where are you going? Town or an L town?
I'll go into town, yeah.
Okay.
Give myself a day job or
Uh,
whatever we're doing.
Casa's going to go into town with y'all as well. So will Aiden. As y'all are walking, they're like, I know where a bar is, and I think we all need a good drink. And lead y'all off. The captain, meanwhile, takes y'all up the mountainside. And find my spot. Where's my description?
You lost it.
Yeah, I was reading too far ahead and doing stuff. I'm trying to refresh myself, as one does. And then when I can't find it, I just start making shit up, as one does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a good DM.
So the narrow path winds up the mountainside, disappearing around the other side before it comes back, heading further up. Steadily climbing upwards. After you ascend about a quarter of the way up the mountain, you come to an area with a stone kind of the two sides, the back, thatch on top, and there's a man and a woman there, flanked by what you assume to be is some sort of shrine. Looks like the volcano itself. It's strikingly accurate. It's got a replica of the mountain itself, and even the path that you just walked up is carved into it. The icon is made of the same greenish stone as the ones the captain carries. And the only shelter these people have, like I say, is the three-sided stone shelter with a thatch roof. And they're like, welcome, welcome. It's good to see you again, Captain. And he bows and it's like, good to see you again, too. I brought some more stones I found, if you got hopefully some coin for them. And they're like, oh, let us see. And so he dumps them out and they look at him like, oh, good. These will do well. We can offer several coins for these, and reach over. There's a little box in their little shelter, and they come back with a couple of bags. And they're like, "Will 1,000 do?" And the captain's like, "More than enough. Thank you very much." They're like, "It's a pleasure. Next time you find more Wilcomite, please. We'll be happy to buy any you find for us." And like you brought.
What's this guy look like?
Do I have pictures?
Anyone who says anytime you have more magical bullshit, I'm keeping my eye on.
I do not have a picture for them.
Did Proximo go up the hill?
Yeah,
Yep.
Proximo and Fang.
Oh, okay. I missed that
You
part.
sound disappointed.
No, I do not have a picture.
It's understandable that Ori would be nervous. with
They're
the threat of death at any second hanging over her head.
kind of middle aged. They've got very unadorned cloth, bright yellows, clean whites, sandals. They're look like they're probably native to the islands
He's definitely
here.
a bad guy. Sandals.
Yeah, say they're island looking. You know, look like they probably live here.
No, I'm just saying he's definitely a bad guy. Wearing sandals here?
Yeah.
Gross.
It's too casual.
Yeah.
Short crop
Only
hair.
a villain would feel comfortable enough.
Sensu and Chika are their names. I don't think I've got any pictures. Let me look in.
You said there was an icon out front of the three walled structure.
Well,
that
it's basically
was made of the same stone.
Yeah, it's the same stone. It's basically a replica of the mountain and the volcano. And even if you look closely at it, it's very detailed. It's got like the path that you just walked up. It's got like the little shrine area you're at is all in there. Like it's been carved in there. It's very nice work, but it's that greenish jade type soapstone.
I want to go over and touch it.
Sure. Be like, oh, you like the craftsmanship. Please be careful with it, though.
Yep, very gentle. Does it have a similar vibe?
Give me an Arcana check.
Oh,
Nope. Not at all. Must just have been the ones the captain had.
Right, I guess when they break them down, they lose whatever they've got going on. Her shoulders just kind of slump. She'll walk back to the group.
Don't look so excited, Ori.
Yay, 1,000 coins.
Is there anything that we can help you with? Or we've not seen you around here before. And she looks at the three of you. Are these new crew members, Captain? He's like, no, there's just passengers that were with us. We had some trouble with a storm and got beached here. Oh, so you'll be with us for a while. Unfortunately. Well, if there's anything we can do for any of you, let us know. And they're big, open smiles. Just seem very charming and just very peaceful people.
I'm gonna roll an inside check.
How extremely
No.
suspicious.
Yeah.
Yep. You don't have to roll. They seem very genuine.
I'm just
So
an
they turn into
interested
wolves at
geologist.
night.
Do what, Scott?
I said so they turn into wolves at night. Because there's no way they're good. There's no such thing as good people in this game.
There was at least
100%
one.
the
She
absolute
just got
angel.
murdered with her mom.
That's not how you say Seth.
Elle's just shaking his head. You son of a bitch.
Elle suddenly feels the intense desire to drink.
Same.
Was there anything the PCs want to do here, or the captain's
I'll
make some small talk and then is ready to head into town if y'all are.
I'll put my hand like on Ori's shoulder, like, oh, don't be shy. This is no mere geologist. This is our Woojin.
They just look quizzically at you like, okay.
Come on, show them something neat. With the maybe some lights.
The captain kind of turns and looks at you. His eyes are kind of like that, like, and that slight shake of the head. Like, don't do that.
Oh,
I'm gonna here. Let me do a quick. Okay, I'm probably picking up on the captain if nothing else. I'm really tired from the trek in from the jungle. We can come back and talk to them later if it helps.
damn shame.
What's a woojin?
You mean that thing we've been calling you for like 2 weeks? A month?
Yeah, I still haven't figured that word out.
You've been calling yourself that.
No, this is okay. My bad. I'm putting this on in front of the nice people who we're trying to walk away from.
Okay, hang on. I got to take my Wi-Fi med real quick. I'll be right back.
Maybe we'll just take our coin and go for now.
I'm back.
So how's
So we
everybody's
just
day
need-
been?
The wife, first thing, I handed her pill, and she's like, "Are you being nice to everybody?" I'm like, "We just started a few minutes ago." Okay, we'll be nice to everybody. Tell them I said hi.
Yeah.
Magically or a
Hi.
boat, it's all fixed.
So y'all make it
Yeah,
to the
magic-
homeland of Fang, and everything's peaceful and happy, and cool. That's the end of the campaign. We're gonna start a new one.
Nice.
Yeah.
People led a completely
Also turns
bloodless
out-
revolution.
GrimDark.
Turns out Ginny and
Cancer
her
is
mom
cured.
actually made a trip over there, and they're still alive.
Santa and the Easter Bunny are both real.
Seth even decided to move there.
Not for long if Proximo shows up.
Yeah, it's funny.
Easter Bunny is pure
This
chaos.
campaign's not over until every mage is 6 feet under.
And then me.
And then me.
Then then we're gonna
You'll
do a
develop
Proximo
new abilities
versus the
by then.
world campaign.
We're so
Are you-
fucked.
You can't stack him up against that many odds. He'll be invincible.
I call being the Chris Evans Evil X.
We'll have to get Proximo from another dimension.
Oh shit, no, you can't do that. Double Proximos, they have infinite chances to win and lose.
It's the immovable
It's
object.
an unstoppable force.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
an immovable object.
We'll pit them in endless combat against each other.
This is what we'll do. We'll put them in an arena in a volcano, but it's whoever can kill themselves first.
So they're
So
constantly
we're gonna have
saving
like-
each other.
It's gonna be an
Exactly.
endgame situation.
Corn does not care from whence the blood flows, only that it flows.
Oh man.
Aww.
So somebody needs to die so I can go tell my wife and hurt her feelings.
Shamefully turns in, I killed them all.
So I picked up enough notes from the captain's personality or countenance that I should kind of downplay the whole Wujin thing. So I just kind of got us the exit to head back to town.
Cool. So while y'all are making that trek, everyone else has gone into town. As you get to the main gate, well, first off, as you pass through, you can see on your map there's a right before the gate. That's a lumber mill, is what that little area is. And then there's a windmill in the center, catches the sea breeze as it drifts up. And otherwise, it's just working. It looks, you see several people carrying wood back and forth. Some looks like fresh cut tree, stripped of all limbs and leaves. Others carrying out planks, stacking them up. The main gate, probably half a dozen men and women are guarding the gate. They just nod as you come in. Don't seem very interested in you. And the first thing that kind of strikes you as you come in is just how clean the city is. From what you've experienced in Pissport, especially with your time through the sprawls of what the name was that one area? Why am I going blank? The real bad area. Y'all remember?
Which one?
The mud.
Where y'all went in the sewers. Anyway.
Scurvy
Yeah,
Town?
Scurvy Town. Especially
Yeah,
from
that's
there.
right.
You've been on the docks. There's always kind of that fishy smell. It's not bad, but it's not nice. People are kind of dirty. The people you see walking around here, their clothes are all very clean, very bright colors. Everyone seems to walk with like just a lightness in their step. They're not like running up to you being all friendly, but they don't give you scowls as you walk close to them, which is what you're used to. The buildings themselves are all in good repair. Most of them are thatched roofs. Some of them even almost like the bamboo look on the siding. Some are stonework. It's just a very pleasant city. The biggest thing you see as you're walking down that main lane is a statue. It's about 100 foot tall, smooth white stone, and it looks like just this very beautiful woman with both her arms outstretched. I think I've got a picture of it.
We're in Rio.
It's not the Jesus
My
statue.
God.
Oh my God! It's Big J.
Boo.
Images. That's items.
Being in Rio, truly a fate worse than death.
Then it should be perfect for
I
Proximo.
hate that this thing has like.
Yep, I'm already here. Let's go.
I hate that this has got a graphic on top of it without just the image itself.
Proximo's like,
Hang
I'm
on.
a simple man. I see a strange statue, I destroy it.
See.
That's gonna go over great.
There we go. I'll put it in Discord. This is a better image.
So is the statue that U-shaped block to the north?
No, it's the square in the very center.
Oh.
Oh, I thought that was the windmill.
No, the windmill is in
I thought
the
that was Big
middle
Ben.
of the lumber camp, which is just outside of the gates.
Oh, cool. I missed the context for that sentence. Got it.
Yes.
So
It's that scrubbed out stuff on the bottom there.
that's actually not scrubbed out. That's because I copied an image from a PDF. So that's whatever they did in there.
I see.
Shut up.
It's probably so where the words fit in. No, that has nothing to do with it. I was like, what are you talking about?
Just looks like you ripped the picture out of the PDF.
I did.
Like, physically.
Looking at the what it is right there, they've got like looks like watermarks, like if that was painted in a watercolor, and then it's like staining the rest of the page.
Gotcha.
So yeah, you see that, and that's about 100 foot tall, and you'll see it later throughout time as it comes in. It's meant to set at the proper angle. You can see where it's like that, where it looks like she's holding the sun as it sets. It's supposed to be at a different angle as it rises on the other side of the volcano. It comes up from the other hand.
Interesting.
As you
Interesting.
head that way, you pass the port of call, the friendly-looking inn. That's the port of call. There's a general store right there. And if you walk in there, with of course the center thing, that's the big statue. Over in the opposite corner, there, like right there, there's another one of those like little shrines that you saw, Ori, of just the volcano itself and everything. It looks like a little shrine area. There's candles and stuff put around it. It looks like people have left coins or other little offerings around it. The big statue itself has the same thing. Various, looks like offerings of some sort laid around the base.
Wait, does the little shrine, is that also made of the jade soapstone? Is the 100-foot tall statue made of the
No,
jade
it's a
soapstone?
smooth white stone.
She just starts salivating.
The other one I just added there, that's the Albatross, the 3-story boarding house. Those are the main things as you're walking through, you see. Is there anything specific you want to do right now, or are you just going to kind of take a tour of the town?
I guess we'll just take a tour of the town. Well, I mean, everybody else went to a bar, right?
Oh, that's what they were looking for. I'm just going to say for sake and ease of everything is they kind of took their time strolling that way, stopped and looked at some stuff, checked out the lumber mill. We're piddling around near the front, just looking around when y'all kind of caught up. So they haven't started their heavy drinking yet.
What was the last circle that showed up closest to the water?
I'm going to draw some here.
There's more circles showing up.
I'm just trying to put points of interest on the map.
There's circles everywhere.
Or let me do this.
It's a pandemic.
Let me put this. Okay, that. Move that one.
Oh no, a square.
Squares are going to be the shrine. There's another one of those little shrines there. There's one right there.
All right, guys, I promise Ori is not going to be spending all her time in town trying to steal these shrines.
You lying piece of shit.
Guys, I think he's putting a circle on every building.
No, I'm just points of interest as you walk around. Okay, I think that's the main thing. So starting, we'll do the very bottom one, which is where the captain's going to start heading also. That's Obed's the shipwright right there by the docks. Just north of it is one of the little shrines. Then you've got the market square with all the little tents and stuff set up. To the left of that is Perrin's pawn shop. Back across the way towards the gate is Kava's Respite, which is a kind of a rough and tumble seaside pub. The port of call is the friendly-looking 2-story inn that's closest to the gate. Between just north and west, north of the market and west of the big statue is the Albatross. That's the boarding house. The far, this one right over here. Nope, I don't know why that's got as a point of it. It's just the house. This one right here. Beside the horseshoe-shaped one is the magistrate's office. The horseshoe-shaped one is the stockades. Just south of the stockades is a smithy shop. To the east of that is the Laughing Hammer. It's a squat tavern in a single-room, windowless, wooden building. Looks like a pretty gruff place, especially compared to with the architecture and everything around. North and east of that is a tannery. And then north of the stockades, it looks like Captain of the Watch. Looks like their house. So those are points of it. And then the square ones are shrines. And then north of the city, down the bluff, is the cemetery between the bluff and the gate. So the captain's going to head towards the Obid ship, the shipwright. If anybody wants to go with him or not.
I might as well.
So they totally like sacrifice people to the volcano here, right? Because that's the vibe I'm getting.
Because there's a volcano and they have little pictures of it, or little statues of it.
It can't just be a quaint little town. There's got to be something wrong with it.
Everyone's so happy.
Hey, Leora, do you think your mom would be upset
Your mom.
if we sacrificed Proximo to the volcano?
I mean, it's the way he'd want to go, so I'm sure she'd get over it.
Okay. Let's find something that looks like warpstone and tell him he needs to go to.
No, you gotta sacrifice a virgin, Elle. Throw yourself in.
We know it's not Proximo. You can ask Leor's mom.
Why is Leora running toward the volcano?
Oh,
Well, let's get some drinks.
Okay, which one do you want to head to? The nicer one, more the rough and tumble?
Let's check out the nicer one first.
Protocol.
Yep, that's protocol. So that will be.
It's the green circle.
It's the green circle. That one.
Okay.
I was gonna say, am I insane? Am I suddenly colorblind? Are they not all green circles?
That's the joke.
Okay, so
You
Fang,
had me
you're going with
worried.
the captain. Anybody else?
Yes,
Or
sir.
y'all are going to go drink?
Let's go drink.
No, I'm gonna drown my sorrows with the crew.
Yeah, what time is it? By the way, like what time of day is it?
11 a.m.
There you go. It's 11 a.m.
Perfect time.
As y'all,
Let's get sloshed.
as y'all,
They get muted.
Oh, is he muted?
shit. Yeah, I hit the button. I thought I turned it on. I turned it off, or turned the mute on. As y'all are heading that way, Aiden and Casa, they're like, "We're gonna dip in here," and they turn into Kava's respite, the rougher looking area. The rest of y'all continue on.
So they hung a right and went up to the.
They may where y'all are heading to. They took the first circle there. If you're going up the road, they went to that one. Y'all are just going to the nicer one, just like literally at the other block.
Right. So we okay, but they weren't going to the hammer or anvil or whatever it was.
The Laughing Hammer? No, that one's north. They're going to the one that's right there off the dock.
Okay.
Y'all go into the Port of Call. It's a friendly-looking inn, 2-story wooden building, thatched roof. The doors propped open to invite the sea breeze and potential patrons into a large common area with a wide hearth and plenty of comfortable tables and chairs. The smell of fine cooking wafts through the pair of swinging doors that lead to the kitchen. Staircase leads upstairs where there's rooms for rent. You don't know anything about upstairs, but yeah, it's a very nice place. You've got the great sea breeze blowing in. It's very airy and light. Bright colors and the paintings and the cloth. Anything they have in there is all there. A lot of bright yellows, bright whites, bright reds, very vibrant colors. There's 2 ladies. Come out, please be welcome. It's good to see new faces. What do you have?
Whatever your strongest drink is, please.
Well, we've got fine wine by the bottle, and we've got a cava, which if you've never had it, is a wonderful drink. Bowl of cava, 6
Yes,
copper.
one of those.
Bottle of fine wine's 10 gold, though. Whatever your pleasure is, though.
Tourist trap.
I'll hand over 6 copper for the kava.
Okay. Let me.
Is it what is it? Is it like a pint or a bottle of it? What is the size I'm getting here?
It's a thimble.
It is.
Am I like
no,
at Chuck
it's
E.
a
Cheese
bowl,
getting a
so
pitcher for the whole table?
there you go. There you go. A bowl of kava.
Oh, okay.
It's an alcoholic beverage of choice for the islanders. The concoction is made from the powdered root of a locally grown tree and flavored with spices, herbs, and fruits.
I mean, this town seems really happy. Why not drink the local drink?
Yeah, you can have it's 6
Exactly.
copper for a bowl, or if you like it and you want a pitcher, you can get a gallon pitcher for 3 silver.
Okay. Yeah, let's try some.
Okay, so they sit it down.
Does anybody else want to get in on this kava?
I'm just curious. I want to see, if like your face catches on fire or something.
Okay. I down the kava in 1 gulp.
Okay, so I like here too. We've got optional rules for inebriation. Characters who overindulge in drinking may become impaired, fall unconscious, or even even ingesting lethal quantities of alcohol. Getting drunk, 1 drink of a mug of ale, bowl of kava, a glass of wine, or swig of liquor. Character can have a number of drinks equal to their constitution modifier without suffering ill effects. The number resets after a short rest. For every drink past this limit, the characters must exceed a DC 10 Constitution saving throw against poison. So if you've got anything that helps you resist that, or gain 1 level of exhaustion. Failure by 5 or more means you fall unconscious.
Cool.
Turns out a bowl of kava is equivalent to like a handle of liquor.
No big deal.
So
Elle's got this.
this is very good. I'll have some more.
Except I'm going to also
More,
say that
please.
the first one past your limit starts out at DC 10. For every drink, it was going to add a +1 to that roll because you're eventually going to hit a point of passing out. So
did he have to roll
no,
from that
what's your
first
con
bowl?
modifier for L?
It's a +2.
So you can have 2 drinks without feeling any effects other than, hey, this tastes good, it's warm, good flavor. But past, that third drinks, you're going to possibly start feeling it.
Okay.
Man, we are not cheap dates, my friends.
So I downed the first kava. That's like my, we're finally in fucking civilization, thank God. And then just like slam it back. But the second one, I'm going to take a little bit slower.
This one, instead of just trying to
Really
hammer it
enjoying
like you're used to back in Pissport, because no one likes the taste of the alcohol there, this is actually good. It's a good sipping whiskey kind of thing, except with fruity flavors and spices.
Yeah, I'm gonna just find a table in a corner, kick my boots up unless they tell me I'm not allowed to, and lean back and drink some kava and play some music.
Cool.
I'm ordering one after he didn't catch on fire.
Yeah, for a bowl of 6 copper.
Yep.
No, Ori, please. I put down the 3 silver to get a pitcher.
Okay.
I'm going to ask them for the traditional bowl and still pour the pitcher into the bowl and drink out of that.
Oh yeah, they'll give you bowls and stuff to pour into. Give me a performance check.
Put a little tiki umbrella in it.
How well does
All right.
L start performing? His first one in a new place.
Yeah, L really wants this to go well, so he's gonna inspire himself.
Gonna psych himself up.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna be like, "You got this. You got this. You the man. You the man." And let's see.
There's no fear in this dojo.
Oh, I didn't see what I rolled.
You don't know if it's because of the just lightness of the mood of the area, the fresh breeze, just maybe that first bowl that you hammered just really relaxed you. But it's like this is one of your best performances. It's your fingers just feel very relaxed and just flow across the loot very easily. I mean, he sounds very good. The rest of y'all that are in there is like, holy shit, what's up with you? But yeah, it's maybe just out of the troubles that you had with the storm, the time at sea, that being on firm ground and just, yeah, the atmosphere is just great. If you
take out
you rolled
my,
a 27, if you mechanical.
Oh shit! Well, thank you. Thank you for letting me know. I am going to take out, since I'm enjoying this kava. I'm playing the music, and I'm really feeling it flow through me. So I'm even going to take out my my journal that has all my songs and all my notes and everything in it, and I'll flip through it and play a couple songs out of that.
Okay, not a problem. Hang on, let me adjust something real quick. I guess it can be seen. It looked like part of the numbers on the chat window were not showing up.
Oh yeah, just a little bit.
That's still good enough, I guess. Sorry. Still trying to get all the new shit lined up perfect. If anybody wants food, a meal is 5 silver. They also have rooms for rent. There's a large room that just big and open, kind of like a common room that y'all are used to. It's 4 silver per person, or 15 for if you want to have the whole room to yourself. Single rooms for the night are 6 silver, or 10 silver for a double occupancy.
Am I able to use this? I guess this is a class feature. Since I played, I'm thinking maybe since I played really well, maybe they would like to invite me to stay and play more to get more business.
Yeah, that's not a problem. You say, because you're doing greatly, and if you ask for a room, then it's like, we'll tell you what, if you'll perform here each night, you perform here, free room and board.
You continue to not suck here specifically.
That's so kind for. That is
If
very
you sell
kind
enough
of you.
tickets.
And
Now that, of course, that's for
I
you. They're not
appreciate
just
that.
going to put up the whole party.
Yeah. Right.
Sorry,
Yeah,
gang.
I've taken care of myself. Mr. Moneybags Fang over there can take care of the rest of you.
Wow.
I'll tell you what, though,
I deserve
Fang,
such a title.
Fang, you're welcome to sleep on the floor in my room.
Rad. Let's go.
Yeah,
Captain Money Blossoms.
Anyone who wants to sleep on the floor is welcome to.
So, just while Fang is apparently finding a new muse and
Fang or L?
writing music as he goes, not Fang, L. Sorry. Names.
They're hard.
Okay. While L is busy playing quite so well, Ori's trying to put 2 and 2 together. I barely heard him do this before, but can she make just a general Arcana check to see if there's, because there was that big soapstone image of the entire island, and suddenly this guy who's never played very well is killing it.
Sure. I mean, you can.
Can I see if there's something going on in the town?
Yeah, make an Arcana check if you want. Not a problem.
He's suspicious.
He's suspicious that I'm playing well.
You don't. There's no kind of vibe. You don't sense the winds of chaos where you're at here. It's just, again, it's just the air off the ocean is very clean and brisk. It's a very relaxing atmosphere. You don't sense any negativity or
Definitely
power.
not what I wanted to learn. All right, he can just have his natural talent.
Thank you for admitting that, Ori.
I mean,
You can have a modicum of talent.
you relate a little bit, like while you were on the boat, you couldn't do what you usually do. It just nothing was coming together. Then after you got on shore, like you kind of started getting your groove back. So
I really wanted it to be the other
I
thing.
want it to be
but-
unnatural, and we can harness it. So, Fang, you and the
I just slurp back the kava.
the captain head to the shipwright. The sign above the door declares it is Obed's shipwright. It's a small shop, no more than a single room. Behind the counter sits a man with heavily scarred countenance. He looks up, nodding in greeting, then goes back to carving a small ivory figurine, then stops and looks back up and smiles and starts walking across the room as y'all walk in. The shop itself is covered with bric-a-brac of mementos of, the life of a sailor. There's harpoons, nets, hooks, flags, anchors, buoys, just everywhere. The man's age is hard to discern, as his face is a jumble of scars and deep wrinkles from a hard life at sea. And he walks with a easy loping gait of a sailor and carries an obvious strength built from a life of physical labor. And he comes up and he's like, "Senza, good to see you," and clasps his arm, almost like a warrior's handshake.
Son of a
And he's
bitch.
like, "What brings you here?" And he's like, "Well, unfortunately, the storm that rolled through a few nights ago, we were caught in that, and it's put us ashore here with no way to move." Like, "Oh, really? What happened?" And Captain explains what all the condition the boat is in and what happened. She's a right mess, ain't she? Broken masts, missing sails, and beat all to hell by the wind and waves. I can fix her all right. But you're sure you're not rather have another vessel? Storm like that can leave a mark no shipwright can remove. And since it's like, all I've got's this bag of gold here. So, will this be enough? Dumps out the gold. The guy sit there thinks, I can probably make it work for that. Where's she at? And since it describes where it's anchored off, I'll see what I can do about getting some skiffs out there to try and tug her around. Any time frame you're needing her? It's like, it's when you can. And every day we sit here is lost earnings from trade, so we're doing what we can. Do you happen to know anyone looking for crew work? Not that off the top of my head, but the local places to check. There's always someone looking to leave here or find a life of adventure on the ocean. Like, this one of your crew? And looks at you, Fang. Like, no, this is just a new friend and important passenger that I was helping get from point A to point B, which is another reason I'd like to get the ship going as quick as possible. And I told him I'd get them there, and I try to be a man of my word.
I'll give a nice bow and it's good to meet you. Just figure out to take an interest in this.
Well met. You don't look the type to be on the ocean much.
Been on it a few times before, but I'm not sure she's for me. If this is any indicator, I wouldn't want to bring bad luck on anybody.
Looks like that's already happened to you.
Let's hope. Well, if there's anything that I or any of my friends can do to make this easier, don't hesitate to let us know.
You got shipwright experience.
One of them probably does, but I'm not sure pushing her out into the water is a good idea.
Well, this is going to be a big job, so if any of you have the experience and want to lend a hand.
Well, couldn't hurt task. Double check with them.
I'll start trying to find a crew to get her pulled in. Good to see you again, Sensa. And clasp hands again. It's like, you going to be staying at the Albatross or where? He's like, I'm not sure. Possibly. Right now, I'm going to head to get a drink. He just kind of nods and smiles. Well, I'll catch you later. Wherever you want to go from here. The old man walks out and you see him heading down towards the dock areas, yelling for somebody. What?
I'll look over. I'll look over at the captain and I'll go. So, realistically, what time frame do you think we're working with here?
Honestly, can't tell you from just what you've given me without seeing it. Could be a month or two.
Oh, good. Good. Okay. Yeah. No, that's what it takes.
So we can sell you another vessel, but it's going to take more than that. And looks back into where the gold's sitting on the counter. I'm
just not sure we have much.
Yeah, since it's like I don't have enough to afford a new vessel, which for player knowledge that would be about $3,000.
How much did we drop?
1,000 for the repairs, so it'll take like 3 times that to get a new ship.
This is why you get ship insurance.
Yeah.
I also have a feeling that it wouldn't
need gap
exactly be
insurance.
faster just to have a whole new boat. Just
Well, if we can scrounge up 2K more money, have at it.
Could anybody leave some quarters under the couch?
I actually still have 96 gold.
Hey, you
Yeah,
you only
The
need
old guy has some savings.
We have a bunch of gold, silver, and
I
copper.
have
in the party sheet.
135 gold.
How much
You're
gold
muted,
do we
Brandon.
have in the party sheet?
No, I'm not.
You were. And
No, I'm
Plus,
not.
whatever we can sell
in the
out of
party
the friggin'
sheet,
chest.
let's see, inventory.
That's 80 gold and silver.
You all have a
And
total of, amongst all of you, 380 gold, 1,500
Getting
copper,
down to the particulars.
and 2,300 silver.
I have a bunch of gems too. I think
I
I've
have a
got like
few
400 total with those.
Are we? Hold on. Before we get to this, are we actually entertaining buying a ship? Do we even need to talk about this?
Absolutely not. No.
Okay, we don't need this. Conversation's over. Can we move on?
Gems
I'm gonna be honest. This feels like a bad idea. Given the current economy of things, it's in shambles. The economy's in shambles.
Guys, we could own our own ship.
We'll do that later.
Oh, I'm sorry, you also had the
That way
stuff from
we'll be
the
up
treasure
money when the
chest. Hang on,
horrible
there you go.
monstrosities attack.
That was from the treasure chest. Also.
Oh, goody.
all right.
Just a couple pieces of copper.
Holy shit! I got a ton of copper now.
Yeah, so y'all can't move
I'm
except
throwing all
Kursk.
this on the ground.
Oh my.
Yeah.
No. God damn it.
You guys start throwing stuff out of your backpack, like in a
tipping L in pennies.
yeah, it's like in a
I
video
am
game. You
going
got to start
to
like
move
dropping
it.
the inventory and deleting stuff or throwing it out so you can move again.
In that
Deleted all
case,
my copper.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to when I talk to the I guess do I talk to the innkeeper or the tavern? What's their title? Who am I talking to? The owner, the proprietor.
The proprietor? Yeah, there's two ladies that
Yeah.
run it. They're the ones that welcomed you.
Okay,
in.
yeah. Okay. When I talk to them and they make and we come to the agreement, I'm allowed to free room and board as long as I play each night. I'll in that case I'm gonna add something to what I say to them. I'm going to say that's very kind of you, but you don't have to give me those smiles for free, and I'll flip them each a gold piece.
Look at Mr. Moneybags. Sit down 1,000 copper in front of him.
And I'll give them each a wink.
Give me
I don't even,
give me a
I don't even know how
persuasion
old they
check.
are.
I'd like to pay in pennies.
Do I get to make 2 persuasion checks or
Just give me
one?
one.
Okay.
Yeah, this was your vibe for the night.
Nat one.
Nope. An 11.
So they're like, well, that's fine. We offered. We appreciate it. There's not like anything extra. They're very, very nice and open about it, but it's not like overwhelming,
It's
like
just I was
insisting that you
complimenting them.
please
Yeah.
stay here for free and stuff. It's like, okay, well, thanks. We offered.
No, that was what I was doing was complimenting. I was giving them like a compliment.
I think he was shit talking.
I think you're shit talking too.
Pretty sure if you have to explain it, it didn't go over very well.
Yeah. Well, I rolled a 7, Ori. On a 20-sided die, a 7 is pretty low.
So after you're done, Fang, I'm assuming you go to. Everybody told you where they were going, and you catch back up. You're not sure it's the right place at first because you hear just like really good sounding music coming out. I mean, it's like, wow, that sounds like familiar tunes, but how would these island folk know that? And you walk in, and Ori's actually, Elle's actually playing really well. And they've all got these a pitcher on the table with these big wooden bowls in front of them. And everybody looks kind of rosy cheeked and happy.
Well,
What time of day is it?
It's about noon now.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead, Garrett.
well, at least they're enjoying themselves. I was worried that one of them would be unconscious.
Oh, L's on his way. Don't you worry.
I don't know what's Kursk, Leor, and Proximo doing.
Dang, I saw you from the door. You gotta try.
Actually, I'm gonna type my thing out because I don't want anybody else to know what I'm doing. Proximo's gonna do something nice for somebody today.
You send in
He's
Discord?
gonna finish Kursk's shoes.
Yeah.
I'm giving shoes away for free.
Yep. All you have to do is follow me on Instagram, like the post, comment.
Be sure to smash that like button.
Like and subscribe.
Like that door over there.
Jack with the clutch.
When Kursk notices Fang walk in, he'll fucking motion him over and be like, "Come sit. You gotta try this stuff."
Meanwhile, Ori's over just like waving her arm.
Oh, I suppose it couldn't hurt. I mean,
What's the matter, glorious leader? You scared of a little drink?
I reach over and grab the pitcher and pour it into my empty kava bowl, and then it spills a little bit as I shove it towards him.
I'll look at all their bright red faces and then take a nice drink.
Yeah, it's good stuff. You've never really tasted anything like this. Like I say, it's you get the spices and the fruit flavors of it. You wouldn't have thought to put in alcohol, but it comes across very nice.
I figured it out. There's star anise in it.
What?
Anise. I know. I've heard the
Oh.
jokes.
What part of this is that? What is there a flavor that
It's
is
the bits that you didn't drink down because they're still floating in the. It's an herb. Okay, it's very pungent.
It's not going to do anything weird to me, is it?
It's gonna make your tongue feel better. It just tastes good. Oh my god.
Well, I mean, I suppose.
So, what'd you find out? What's the captain doing?
Well, we went over to talk to somebody about fixing the ship, and it sounds like, it's not going to be a quick repair. And if anybody would like to offer a helping hand, they wouldn't turn it down. Didn't quite get what the pay on that would be.
Why is everyone looking at me all of a sudden?
I mean,
I'm looking at everyone.
you don't have to if you don't want to. I mean, I'm sure there's something in town for everybody, especially with your wonderful set of skills.
Wait, so what kind of help did they say they were looking for?
I mean, they got to run some skiffs out to the boat, pull it around. I'm sure, you know, getting the new masts on might be some heavy lifting, and I can't imagine it would be any light work involved.
It sounds like a cursed job. Carry heavy
Yes,
shit.
it hurts.
I was gonna say. Well, if there's one thing I'm good at, it's carrying heavy shit.
I thought it was breaking doors. I'll have to write that one down.
What is breaking a door?
No,
but
that's my
carrying
hobby.
it?
I've got
What is
a couple
breaking
of
a door but
ideas.
carrying it off of its hinges?
Merely lifting a door off of its hinges.
Those are both level 2. Oh shit, they're both
What are you whispering about?
concentration limitations.
How many masts do you think you could lift up, Ori?
That's not suspicious. What are you looking at? Concentration limitations? Huh? How about that? What about those concentrations?
I don't know. Anybody looking to help out? I'm sure they wouldn't turn you down. And I think the rest of us will have to find some other way to be useful.
Proximo's not even there at the moment, actually. He's off doing his own thing right now.
He wouldn't dare.
Why?
Probably at the tanner's looking for stuff for shoemaking.
Yeah.
Sounds like he's
Could
doing
be.
something nice.
El's gonna
Could be.
temporarily excuse himself just to leave and freshen up for a little bit since he's gonna be performing tonight. And he's gonna he's gonna go check out his room and then he'll come back.
Well,
Oh, and he'll say
anybody
to
else want
Fang,
to?
don't worry
Yes.
about a room for me. I'm covered.
What about my room?
What about it?
Did you cover my room?
No.
What?
Did you want me to?
I thought we were close. I thought we were like
Yeah.
brothers.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, you make fun of my music constantly.
Listen, I've done that.
That's just
nearly
like
a
brothers.
handful of times.
I'm an only child and I'm an orphan, so I don't know anything about what having a brother is like.
Well, they couldn't be any worse than mine.
Not having brothers versus brothers that are trying to murder you.
Hey, They also killed one of my friends.
And sister, don't forget sister.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, they killed your sister, or you have a sister?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Shut up.
Okay, you know what, Fang, you win. You win this one.
Yes. My life is perpetually in danger.
So I'm gonna skedaddle for a few minutes.
Sure.
I don't think
Leora, Kursk,
I
anything
don't
y'all
think
are
he's
wanting to
gonna
do?
pay for my room, guys.
Once they drag the ship back to docks, if that's what they're planning to do, I can see if I'll be helpful there, but I'm not getting on a skiff anytime soon.
Yeah, say well, not sure if they'll get it in today or not. He went out looking for people to head out and do that. So if it was, it's not. It would be near dark, so it wouldn't be anything to do today anyway.
Leora, quick hypothetical. If we were looking for new crewmates, what sort of things should I look for in a not awful crewmate? Hypothetically.
Not cannibal.
Present company excluded.
Oh, that was I couldn't hold that one in. It was too vicious. It had to be said.
No, hear me out, especially the upside, because your crew survives
A
longer.
low innocent
Say-
kill count.
See,
Uh,
that's what I'm talking about. Kate's got the perfect spin on everything.
yeah, no, muscles, rough and tumble, generally you want someone who isn't gonna just die out there. I don't know how to find that in a person.
Fang,
Generally, they just kind of don't die. You get a lot of crew because you expect to lose some, is what I'm saying, basically.
Fang, I would
Wait.
like to submit an application.
Oh, handsome. Handsome submitting an application.
I fit literally all three of those. Just literally all three of those criteria.
Do you have any references?
He's already on the crew.
Imagine a guy you've been adventuring with for multiple months asking you if you have references.
I'd like you to
Oh,
look
yeah,
in the
no, I
mirror
can
and ask
totally vouch.
yourself, is he worth it?
You see, on this ship, Kursk, we're like a family.
Yeah.
Leora, can you be my reference?
Curse proceeds to lift me up.
This is the best fucking conversation.
Does he think he can't get back on the boat?
He wants to be officially labeled as crewmate.
He's been doing an internship. Now we're finally gonna have to pay him.
You're not sure if Kursk is fucking with you or if he's doing this because he's drunk.
I will
Oh.
I will gently lay my hand on your giant muscly shoulder and I'll put it in for consideration.
Yay.
He's gonna leave your application email sits on red for 6 months and then tell you that you've been denied.
Do one of those things where he
Call us,
drops
we'll
it in the
call
trash
you.
can on the way out the door.
No.
Wow, this is the day of making people feel like shit.
Because we're family.
Because we're family.
I don't know
Well,
why.
I had to throw that one in there. You know I did.
I don't know why it reminded me of that. I guess with the ignoring the email thing, just being crappy, it reminds me of a story. This is funny and true. Before my wife and I met, she put in an application to work for our company. And I'm an ass. So when she calls, she's like, hey, I came in for an interview and my dad is supposed to get, said he's going to call and I haven't heard from him yet. Or I'm going to find out. I'm like, well, did he call you? She's like, no. I'm like, well, then I guess he hadn't made up his mind yet. And I was just a complete ass. Of course, she married me for it, I guess. But yeah, it's funny. It's just like,
He's just like,
I was supposed to get a
who's
call
that
back.
talking?
Well, did you get one?
Well, no shit.
Then I guess you have it and had made a decision. Yeah, it's my charm. That's what got her.
Lovely.
Yeah.
She didn't immediately get to say, I want to speak to your manager.
That would have been.
No.
I am the manager.
DM's
Oh, okay,
like,
never mind
what? No, you didn't get a good response back. Whatever. And she's just sitting over there like,
Yeah, it was something like he'd call back when he made his decision. I'm like, well, did you get a call back? Then he has not made a decision yet. I don't know. That's the whole email thing reminded me of that and how much of an ass I am, and got me married.
Hey. I got to make notes real quick.
Be an
Be
ass.
an ass.
You've already got that covered, Nick.
it's going to go over real well for you, buddy.
Oh, really?
Okay. So the rest of the afternoon passes, and near evening, the captain comes in looking for y'all. He's like, "There you are." It's like, "God damn it!" Aiden and Casa got themselves arrested. Got drunk and disorderly. So
We were here one day. We
It's
couldn't
us
make
this
it
time,
one.
guys.
We
High
couldn't make
fives.
it one day.
Al's pissed because they beat
One
him
night.
to it.
I wanted one night.
Our group bought pitchers of kava and didn't get in any trouble.
But the ones that went to the seedy bar got too drunk and got in fights and got arrested.
Oh, seedy bar.
So
They couldn't last one day.
so we're gonna be without them for a few days. They didn't murder anybody or anything, but they got themselves locked up in the stockade. So it looks like, don't tell me the other two didn't. He's like the old man and the one with the music. Because he didn't.
They got thrown in the volcano.
He's go like that. Please be joking.
I don't know.
I
She's
can
been out
never
via
tell with
time
you
with me
people.
before.
Please be joking.
Okay, that's actually really funny too.
She might have been here a couple of times.
Just been having such a terrible day. It's like they threw themselves in the volcano.
Yeah. See, well, we had a storm and it
Please be
destroyed my
lying.
ship, killed some of my crew. The rest of y'all killed the rest of my crew, except for the few. The crew I have left just got arrested for drunk and disorderly. And then you're like, oh, they got thrown in a volcano. Yeah, that's feasible.
Just unsurprising.
On brand.
On brand.
Yeah, no, they're fine. I don't know where they went.
Hey, so he's like, are y'all bunking down here? I take it.
I believe so. It's a nice enough place.
Says, I'll be at the Albatross. It's the one just. Let me find out where it went. Yeah, it's the one just west of the big statue. 11 o'clock from the market area. He'll be staying there. L, let's see how your performance for the night goes.
All right. There's a lot riding on this. So I'm gonna inspire myself once again. Okay.
It's not as good as this afternoon, but it's a damn good performance. It's not that much lesser of a performance. 23. So
All
still
right.
damn
It
good.
wasn't quite Tchaikovsky.
Yeah, I rolled that one. So I actually had a theory. I thought to myself, if I roll it and I can see it, are the numbers going to be lower versus if I roll it and I can't see it? Like, I'm starting to psych myself out. Like, is the fact that I can see it, Fantasy Grounds is like, oh, you want to know? Fuck you.
Yeah.
Versus.
Say most of the stuff you shouldn't know how good you do, but I would say is playing. It's kind of like the Arcana checks. I don't care if you see your performance because you're going to know if you did good or not.
Right. But yeah, if has everyone else already gotten rooms?
Yeah.
Is everyone else staying here? Is
I'm
everyone else
assuming
going
everyone's going
somewhere
to
else?
stay there. There's plenty of room. It just depends on if you want single rooms or if everybody's just going to bunk in one big room.
I mean, I am assuming that they gave me a single.
Yeah,
I don't
you
know
got a
why they'd give
single.
me any bigger for free.
Yeah, you've got a single.
If anybody wants, I mean, we got bedroll, or I assume we still got bedrolls. If anyone wants to sleep on the floor in my room, save some coin.
Well, no, they're not going to be cool with that.
Oh, they won't.
No,
Never
yeah,
mind.
say because it's like you're playing and you're drawing people in to spend money, or that's the
That is
hope.
true.
So they're like, cool, we'll give you room and board, but your friends need to pay.
Guess we will pay for our own rooms.
Okay. I've got to take the puppy outside, so I'll be right back. Y'all can discuss and do amongst you what you would like. Be right back.
Yeah, how broke is everyone right now? Like, can everyone afford a room?
I actually have.
Yes.
I'll buy everyone a room if I need to. Proximo's not. He's no. Well, I guess Fang's the only person who's seen Proximo like sling the money around before.
Was Kursk there? I think Kursk. No.
At the bar fight? Because that's the first
Yeah.
one I remember. Where I
Yeah,
just
that's what
like
I'm trying to
gave
Kursk
a
was there.
bartender like 15 gold.
Yeah, because we had picked up Kursk on our way to that town.
Okay.
And then we never went back to that town ever again.
I'm pretty sure that applies to like 4 towns.
We're really good at this game.
Oh,
I mean,
GrimDark. Ever
if
making
you're playing a
friends.
D&D game and your characters are welcomed in every single town, I'm gonna argue with you and say you're not playing right. You need to have at least one town pissed at you.
Yeah. Let's just wait to piss this town off until after the boat's fixed.
They're so happy.
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong?
One of these nights, I'm gonna just play really terribly, and it's gonna piss everyone off. I'll get thrown in the stockades. No, I'll get thrown in a volcano with my.
I was about to say, you'll be in the stockades scheduled for the volcano.
I'll just I'll have to pull some bullshit like Road to El Dorado.
Turns out there's a volcano wait list.
Is that
Man,
like
it's
Death
funny
Row?
because-
The volcano wait list?
The queue for that must be killer. It's one hot commodity.
He's just gonna
Everybody
keep
wants to
going
be
with the
thrown
puns,
in.
guys. We got to redirect
I'm
him.
back.
Oh, hey, Brandon, don't blow your top.
Lava
I'm
or
done.
leave it.
Oh man, I made Brandon leave. He's steaming.
All the bad puns. If you want bad puns, you need to meet one of the guys I game with on Tuesday nights. Dude, Friendin, he that's what he lives for is bad puns.
I love a bad puns.
We've noticed.
So, night passes uneventful. It's a very, very restful for what you've been. The keep the windows open. The cool ocean breeze comes through. It's just crisp and fresh. You can hear in the distance. You can hear the waves. Beautiful starry night. No clouds. Gorgeous. So, give everybody a rest.
Yay!
You can spin hit dice if you want, but also on your action sheet there should be the comfortable and safe place. You can click that to heal that much.
Oh yeah, did I ever get hit? I do.
Where's
have
that?
damage.
On your actions tab should be near the front. It's
Oh, actions. Gotcha.
should be at the top.
Blood's bargain. Safe,
Perfect.
comfortable.
Yep, safe, comfortable.
Perfect.
For some reason, this is kind of weird, but like the safe, comfortable, just the way you say it, Bradley, for some reason reminds me of Darkest Dungeon.
Safe.
Like you need a safe and comfortable
Comfortable.
place to rest to get anything.
The place you rest is where you find your way to heal. But will it last? I love the narration on Darkest
Yep.
Dungeon.
It's pretty good.
Fun fact:
Quick question,
the narrator
Grim.
for Darkest Dungeon also does audiobooks for Lovecraft stories.
Well,
Really?
now I have to go buy all those.
Oh,
Nice.
I bet it was actually they heard him on
That,
notes
that
and
is
probably
exactly
hired
the
him.
reason they chose him.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was gonna say that's gotta be. There's like no other explanation I'll accept.
Oh, that's what I should rip off the critical name on there when you get a crit hit and use that one.
You should go just download the entire catalog of his, because I know people have had him do like all these other words, and I know they're all kept in one place. He says some they have him say some bonkers stuff. It's great.
I'm still waiting. Speaking of that, I backed the Kickstarter for the board game and all the minis. The most stupid amount of money I've ever spent on a board game.
Would you like to tell us how much?
Let me look it up.
Say no.
It was something.
Or is your wife listening?
No, she's always. Let me, because I did the big backer. Let me look it up because it hadn't come in yet. Thanks, shipping things. Let's stop D&D so I can look up and see how much stupid money I've spent on Kickstarter.
No, this is core D&D, guys.
I was
Exactly.
I was gonna say something like Brandon did.
Yeah.
Like,
Honestly,
This is the sitting
I'm
around the
current-
table experience.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
This
honestly
is what we came
currently
here for.
joining this competition with the amount of stupid shit that I'm going to spend money
Oh,
on.
you've
Well, it's not
got a
stupid.
ways to catch up, sir. Unfortunately. Oh my God, how far?
That's true.
I didn't. I'm
but
looking through here at all the stuff I backed. I'm like, oh my God, why am I keep scrolling and scrolling?
I accept that challenge, however.
Oh
Between
no.
RPGs and like STL files for 3D printing. Oh my. Is there a search button? There's too much shit here.
Oh, hey, speaking of STLs, hang on. I just finished a couple of things.
Hey, how did I back? Okay, we'll take guesses. Who's going to get the closest to how much I spent on this, not including shipping? Just
Wait, what are we guessing?
how much I spent on the Darkest Dungeon board game. I did the Ancestral Pledge. Don't look it up and cheat.
$300.
Let's all remember he said this is the dumbest amount of money he's spent.
Oh, $420.
On a board game. You just said that
420.69.
closest
$100?
to that can guess without going over. We'll do
$800.
this like Price is Right.
$800.
Not that
I'm
dumb.
sticking with 420.
330.
330. Was it like gold plated?
Yes.
Yes.
It's the game, all the expansions, all the minis, and the main thing is like I wish they'd had a damn pledge. Like I just wanted the minis.
I
There you
did
go.
the worm,
That's how they got
Bradley.
you.
I got the young worm printed
Oh,
out.
did you? How's it look?
Yeah. Looks great. Look at that. It might be a little blurry.
Nice.
Yeah, it came out really well. I'm gonna do the adult worm next.
Are you gonna do 75 mil?
Yes.
I want to see that one.
It's gonna take me forever. I really should have gone with the Saturn.
Oh well, now you can get a bigger one next time. The Anycubit just released a new one that's got a refill sensor, so it will pump out of a bottle to keep the vat full. Also, it's not the upside down one that the Jupiter is.
I may spend my tax return getting the Saturn.
Or go for that.
Probably not the smartest thing for me to spend it all on.
They're about to have an upgrade on the Sonic Mighty 8K. They're about to have an upgrade on that.
And
I know I got an
also
email that said
printed-
stay tuned. So yeah. Back to the game.
Do you remember the Oh yeah, sorry. I was gonna show off my other minis real quick.
We'll do that on a chill stream, which I got the interface
Yeah.
set up for that. We
At
need to
the
do
end.
that.
Yeah, we do. Look at this guy, dude. This guy looks fucking badass.
Is that the Krieg
Got a
guys?
cloak and everything. Yeah, it's the Creed guys.
Okay, so night passes uneventful. Y'all start looking for work and thing. Unless there's something specific you're wanting to do, next couple of days will go by. About the
I spent a little bit of time brewing up a couple things, but I already rolled for them in the tracker, so they worked.
okay, no problem.
At the about noon every day, I'm gonna go back to that place I went to the other day to get whatever of my product is ready and start doing what I need to with it.
No, that's what I was gonna say. A few days pass, and then as y'all are going around
Okay,
town,
sweet.
just kind of checking things out, looking for work, you start seeing. Well, first off, each night after the first two, more and more people start showing up, listening for L. Just the place starts getting packed, and then y'all start noticing like flyers around town, and they all say, "Come see the renowned bard L at the port of call, performing till further notice." At the bottom, and just you're starting to see those all over town.
Like to point out, at first, L totally thinks that he's being pranked.
Who says you're not?
Oh no.
Oh shit.
No, but that starts happening. Aiden and Casa, they eventually show back up a day or later. As the week goes on, they keep getting arrested for drunken disorderlies.
God damn
And
it.
finally, the captain's like, one day, he's like, "Will you go get them and talk some sense into them, please? They're not listening to me. Maybe," he looks at you, Fang, "maybe you can convince them to get their shit straight. We're already shorthanded."
What? How could I convince them? They don't even like me.
You have a
I mean, I did
presence
spit at
and a
the-
charisma about you, though. You're a leader, and he looks around. It's like, "You're the Lord of Blossoms. You command nations."
Oh yeah, I do that thing. Just to be sure though, Leora, could you come help me with my pirate problem?
Would you want me to rough him up a bit?
I mean, if it comes to that.
Are we gonna
Hey.
go drinking with them?
Hey,
It seems
Fang.
like they have so much fun.
I mean, we
Fang.
could see how they keep getting into trouble. Yes,
Let's
Al?
just go get drunk with them.
Fang, I'm gonna put my arm. I put my hand on your shoulder and I say, Fang, you're a leader. You've got this, and I'm going to inspire him.
Oh,
For like
Yes, didn't that last like a minute?
Oh no! I thought it stuck around for a while.
He gets down the street a couple of blocks, and he's like, "Yeah, what did he tell me?"
No, that's befuddle, inspired. Huh. I thought Bardic Inspiration was supposed to last longer. Let me check that real quick.
Yeah, double check
Unless
it.
you change the rules.
Now, for
Bardic
time, there shouldn't have been anything changed. Just how you use it.
Bardic Inspiration. Where is it? Jesus Christ. Why is it so hard to find? Let's see.
So while he's looking that up, who's doing what?
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's within 10 minutes.
Okay.
I mean, sounds like Leora and I have to solve our pirate problem. I suppose Kursk could see if they need some help down at the dock, or do you want to join him?
In which direction?
I'm sure Kursk could find it. So if you just hold on to him really tightly. you'll
No,
both
but
get there.
like the So the two of you are doing something, and then the Kursk is doing another thing.
Yes.
I think that sounds like
I'm
we don't
just
trust
drink-
you to be by yourself. Go with someone we trust.
Yeah.
Of
Hold
course,
on,
that's
hold
up to Ori. I mean, when you were going through the jungles, there
that's
were
true.
all kinds of different plants and things that you've never seen before. And
Or Ori could just sit here at the bar and drink with me.
Kursk is gonna go see if any of the logging operations need any assistance.
I'm going with Kursk.
All right, more drink for me.
I just beg that you guys do not get into trouble because I have to sort out my trouble today. and if you
Absolutely
make
no
me-
promises.
I swear, if you make me.
Do you
with
want that
more
reference or
problems-
not?
Yeah. Listen here, Kursk. All right, you're under some severe scrutiny. All right.
You're making the family look bad.
Ori's over here just chuckling in the corner because Kursk is making people look bad.
okay, so y'all go off and do that. Fang and Leora, y'all head to the stockades. And
Yep.
where is my map? My map.
We're all looking at it. It's got all those green circles on it.
Nope, different one. And let me remove people off it because not all of you went.
Is this going to be like that time where not all of us went down to the Oriental shop and
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
It's my turn to get beheaded. It's okay.
No,
I've seen this coming.
no.
It's been fun, you guys.
Leora's not allowed to die.
Oh shit!
Don't
look at
tell me
this.
what to do.
I made a
look
promise.
at this
I feel
nice
bad.
I made a
map.
promise.
Oh, it's
Look
like
at
3-dimensional.
yeah. Look at this beauty.
Whoa.
Hang on.
We all have to spend the next 5 minutes just absolutely talking up this map.
Oh my god, this thing is beautiful.
Whoa.
Hey, is this where we insert the paid promotion and we talk about how amazing this product is?
This
We
map's
did this
brought
today
to you
in
by
role-based
Dungeon
stuff.
Alchemist. I backed it on Kickstarter. It's now fully out, and you can get it on Steam.
Did you
Are
make
there
this?
any
Yeah.
interactables?
That's
Oh, nice.
Dungeon
Yeah, there's
Alchemist for
interactables.
all your map creation.
There's interactables. Oh my god,
Like doors and
All right,
windows.
You're shitting me.
my life has changed forever.
Wait, hang on, you're shitting me. You can interact with shit?
Not us. We're
With the
not on
doors
map.
and windows, yeah. Not like you
He acts
can't
like
like
that's
move the
not
cart
impressive.
or like swing from the noose or anything.
Then what's the point?
I want to swing from a chandelier.
Ugh.
Oh, this is sick.
I've got a top-down view also, but I like the perspective map as well. And yes, because the original one I thought kind of sucked, so I redid it. The only thing I don't like, and hopefully that will be improved in future updates, is like there's no angled walls that you can do easy. So that's why they're stair-stepped, but I'm like, it still kind of looks cool.
Oh, like a 45.
Yeah, there's no 45s. There's just your straight 90s. Okay. Let me unlock the token. There you go. Y'all should be able to move wherever you want to go.
I'm getting on that noose.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
He slips and accidentally like.
Ah, like all good celebrities.
It's just a product. We're just a product of the times, you know. I suppose. Just open this door.
I don't know if you want to.
That's what I said. We're opening the door. All right. Looks Looks like we have somebody at a desk here.
Yeah, sorry, I
They
was
are-
answering a message I may or may not have gotten.
If it involves Scott, just ignore it.
Wow.
Okay, you walk in and the guy's just kind of looking down, like, yeah, what can I do for you? He doesn't even really look up.
Evening, morning, afternoon. I'm here for. He looks at like his hand where he wrote down the names.
Smurf, blurble.
Yeah, I've some drunken disorderlies.
Aiden and Casa.
Aiden and Casa.
So he said, and he abruptly straightens up, and as you're explaining, he stops you like, wait right here. The captain wants to talk to you. Please excuse me. And then he gets up.
Oh boy, they want to talk to you, Fang. That can't possibly be good.
I mean,
And he heads off down the hallway.
how bad could it be?
I wonder if they can ask for money. Like, what did they damage anything?
Oh, please don't.
I love. I just imagine Leora with like a shit-eating grin, just like absolutely hazing the shit out of Faye.
Like, who knew that the people that weren't gonna be a part of the regular group were gonna be the ones causing all the trouble this time? Who could have seen this coming?
No, I didn't.
Well, the night's still young.
Yeah, we're on day fucking 2.
No, this is like y'all been here like the better part of a week now.
All right, we're on day like 5.5.
We've learned all the local lingo.
Like, I'll take more alcohol, please.
So you're here to. This dude walks up. He's a pretty rotund guy. Let me see. I think I have a picture of this. A big dude, not like fat and gross. He's just a big dude.
He's a unit of a lad.
Not like. Oh fuck. Widget. There he is. So that's what he looks like.
Yo, the
Interesting.
circumference on this dude.
The girth.
Listen, if he body slams me, I'm shattering. I'm like a glass pane hitting the floor.
His stash is magnificent.
Yes. What can I do for you?
The stash has +2 AC.
Well, you here to explain how your mates have escaped from the locked cells?
You fucking what?
Did they escape? Oh, you've got to be shitting me. That's hilarious.
Please tell me this is an elaborate ruse.
Hi, it's an elaborate ruse. How you doing? We just wanted to say hi and welcome you to the island.
Oh,
They pop
Oh,
up from
thank
behind
God.
the desk, like, "Ah, gotcha."
yeah, you're unplugged.
You look up and it just says the elaborate ruse. It's like a bar. Welcome to the elaborate ruse.
Yeah, and all the stuff on the
There's
walls
a
drop.
camera
It's not
there, a
actually
camera
like
there, a camera
yeah. There's
there.
no like jail cells. It all drops. It was just like tapestries hung up, and then like ladies come out dancing and things. No, you can tell he looks pretty stern. He's like, so y'all show up multiple times. I've got your crew members coming in here drunk and disorderly, and now all of a sudden they're not there, and you have nothing to do with it.
Please,
We're not their keepers.
please don't think that we had anything. I was specifically asked to come here to see if I could get them out because they're being troublemakers and now they've made it so much worse.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh, great. Me and my aura.
Hey, you've got your bonus for.
You're welcome.
He just kind of narrows his eyes. And I'm just supposed to believe that, am I?
What could we do to help in this situation?
How much money could we give you?
Come explain this then, and he'll lead you to get around.
Just being walked to the cells, Leora. This is normal. We do this all the time.
I mean, clearly they're quite easy to break out of, so I wouldn't be too worried.
You and your attitude about breaking out of cells is going to get us into more trouble.
So as you go in there and look, and he points down there and like, explain this, and the flagstones floor of the cell has been broken up, and it looks like almost like something dug up from below, and there's an area of upturned earth, roughly about 3 foot in diameter.
Well, I can assure you that was not us. My hands are clean, and I'm not sure I know anybody with the tools to even do that right now on this island.
It looks like something dug up and snatched them. Is there any blood in this cell?
Give me an investigation check.
I'm so good at these.
Imagine just like there's tons of it.
1 hour passes from now. It's like, so Captain, the other 2 members of your crew are also dead.
You don't notice anything.
Good news, bad news.
Can I take a look?
Sure.
See,
Investigation check.
They're not in their cells anymore. What's the bad news? They're not in their cells anymore.
We're not going to have to spend any money to spring them. Bad news, they're dead.
Okay, so as you're looking around, Fang, one, you notice that the upturned ground is very soft, like if it was recently tilled. And you also find blood splatter on the back wall and the floor of the cell.
Oh,
Is the
I don't
blood splatter
suppose.
on one specific tile that he might touch?
No, it's just like on the back of the wall and onto the floor,
Like under the bed or something.
like between the toilet and the bed there.
Ah, yes.
Oh, it's too late for them. They're in the volcano.
Oh no, they had the splatters.
You keep talking about this volcano like you know something, Leora.
I'm calling it. It's gonna happen.
Listen, all right. If this is volcano related, I'm gonna be mad at you.
Say these are also decently thick flagstone floors, and those are broken.
Well, sir, I just like to point out that whatever did happen here, they didn't get out of here scot-free. It looks like one of them might be hurt.
Yeah,
And if they're not hurt, they will be.
And you don't know what call. Well, we'll discuss this in my office. So he takes you back to the other side.
Your office, to the place I wanted to be most of all.
Would you rather be in one of these cells?
I mean, it sounds like we could get out of it pretty easily.
That's what I've been saying. Hold on, you're moving too fast. I can't scroll fast enough.
I zoomed when he said we're going back to my office. I made sure to zoom like all the way out.
Yeah, of course. Fang gets the chair, lets you stand.
Do I come in too, or should I wait outside, or what's?
No, you're coming inside. Get in here.
Okay, great.
Get in there and see my artwork that I put in there.
Ooh.
See the shit, or not my artwork, but the layout. There you go. So you say you had nothing to do with this. So what's your theory? If you didn't do this, what did?
Listen, I'm gonna say some things that might not make a whole lot of sense, but I've been on quite the journey, so forgive me. But crab people.
What?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Most certainly.
You think crab people did this, Leora? You agree with me?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, we you don't know about the crab people? I'm sorry. What's your name, sir?
Lothar.
Yes, Lothar. I'll reach my hand across the for a handshake. My name's Fang. Go by Fang. This is my friend Leora.
Jumped.
Shakes your hand and
Crab
nods.
people. Yeah. So we ran into some of them, coming through the jungle here. They're like crab ape people, but
Kind of narrows his eyes, like, mm-hmm.
I'm just saying that we have been minding our own business at the inn, drinking, have a wonderful time hanging out with Elle. He's been playing out of his mind lately. It's unreasonable, really. And
The world famous bard.
oh, is that what we call him
World
now?
famous.
You look over and you see like one of the
What's the
flyers
matter?
like on his desk.
He's got a poster.
Yes. Well, we came into town with him. He's with us. He's part of our, our group. But yeah, we've
We're actually groupies. We set up and take his equipment down.
Yeah, Fang rips off his shirt, and underneath it has it's an L concert shirt.
That would be roadies. Groupies do other things.
I know,
Yeah.
I got it wrong.
Oh,
That's why. But yeah.
L's never been to a concert before, and neither has Nick.
So yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to say about that. Like, has anybody been, I don't know, sent down the hole? Anybody?
Well, when you looked at it, you didn't see a
recent
hole there. It was just like it was upturned to earth and like packed in there.
Oh,
Or not packed. It was soft, but like if you're seeing like a mole that like will dig up out of a hole, and then when it goes back down, it just the earth's there, but there's no tunnel. That's how I'm imagining this.
So how recent is this? By the way, like, was this like this morning, like middle of the night?
They were noticed this morning. They were there last night.
Also, quick question: why would we come in here if they were gone? Why would
You would have to.
that seems like extra?
Well, if you did it, well, what better way to come in here and proclaim your innocence? I mean, exactly like you said, who would come in here and do such a thing? And in the middle of y'all are having this discussion, it's broken off by muffled screams coming from outside the office, and he turns towards you and says, well, if you want to clear your names, now's a good time. And you hear it coming from like across the stockade area.
Leora, could you take a look at that, please?
By yourself without me.
Just take open the door to look out the
Prince
window.
is delegating.
I nod and my hand goes to my holster and it's
Yep, it's empty.
Shit. Go to get my bow.
We'll have to take care of that.
So you're walking around town with a bow?
I guess.
I was like, y'all. I mean, y'all have been here for like. I can see you've got like your dagger or a sword on you, but like fully kitted out when it's been like very peaceful and.
Leave my bow. Okay, I got my rapier. That's it. And a
I
dagger.
just like to say that I
Whatever.
constantly am fully kitted out.
With your fists.
Even when sleeping.
With my fists.
What's going on out here?
You don't see anything there. It sounded like the screams are
Literally
coming
nothing.
from the other side of the like towards the jail cells.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I'll just book it over there then.
She heard a wrong echo. Just went down the wrong hallway.
What's going on here? Nothing.
Yeah. Also, what's this G at the front desk doing? It's just sitting there like, they scream all the
No,
time.
he's got
He's
Not being paid enough.
He looks very concerned, and like as you come around the corner, he's got like this kind of scared look on his face. And my friggin' thing.
Who? This guy?
Yeah. just because here people are missing out hearing these horrible screams. Are you stopping to talk to him or something?
No, I recognize that he looks freaked out, and I continue moving.
I awkwardly walk away from the man screaming.
I thought he might say something. I don't know.
Hang on.
He's just sitting there behind the desk screaming.
As you get right there, the cell door opens, and inside you see a pair of these grotesque humanoids. Their canine jaws busy working at the thighs of a guy that was in the cell. You didn't really see him earlier. He was just a passed out drunk. But you see just in time one of them tear a slab of muscle from the middle of his thigh and raise its head, arch its back, and swallow that chunk of meat whole.
Ghouls?
Not normal
Pretty
ghouls.
horrifying.
Which cell?
The one right there beside you.
Okay,
That
I
one
can't
is
see
like
that one.
black. Yeah, like literally impossible to see into. I don't know if it's because it thinks there's a door like blocking vision or.
They're just
There
in
it is.
shape.
The window was closed on it. You have to make the.
Okay.
Yeah, if you select Leora, you can see her cone of vision.
Okay, there.
Yeah.
I was in the wall. That's why I couldn't see them.
She's phasing
makes
into
it
the
slightly
wall.
more difficult.
I was clipping into the
I
wall.
do need you
Nice.
Oh, rogues.
to make a wisdom save.
Oh,
DC 12 on
great.
these.
No big deal.
That's a check, not a save.
Oh. It's the same modifier.
Okay. D10. This is horrifying. You're watching these things just eat some man. He's still screaming.
These things get to eat people, but I'm not allowed to. That's how dare the audacity. Where's
The
my
audacity.
D10?
Harry
Where's
Potter
my
and the
D10?
audacity of these bitches.
Yeah, no, that's extra bad.
Oh,
That.
full 10.
How many insanity points is that now?
I'm at 131, which seems low, but
Oh, yep. She's crawling through the next 100.
Yeah. 69 to go.
Hey.
Hey. Giggity.
Nice.
Wow.
We're all
Nice.
well.
Is there like a hole in the ground that they climbed out of?
Yeah, they've like tunneled up through the bottom and are eating this dude.
What the? Fang!
Uh-oh.
So it's an initiative or what? Like they see you, but they're ignoring you and just like devouring this dude. So you hear Leora scream your name.
Excuse me, Lothar.
He says that. As
I
he
would say that
runs
you
away.
can probably make that in one turn, actually.
Probably with my slight mobility bonuses.
As you turn the corner there, you see Leora, assuming is drawn weapons, kind of like backed against the wall, looking horrified. Her skin, her face is like pale, like the blood's drained from her face.
What is it? Is it something fun?
Did you get 10 insanity points?
He says, like, without crossing into the jail area, he's like, "What's up?"
Yeah, what's
Oh yeah, no, come take a look. It's very fun. Very fun.
Hey, buddy, you making s'mores?
I just picture like holding
like
up the
the
rapier,
sounds.
like pointing, like kind of shaking a little bit, like.
I like to imagine it's the sloppy, wet like meat slap.
Yeah, you can
sounds
hear
coming from
this
the other
like
side of
the meat rending and a man still like the dying screams as he starts to expire.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Wish I had my.
So go ahead and roll for initiative.
Where'd mine go?
You don't want to catch these Pokemon.
I swear to God, I double clicked initiative. Her dice rolled.
That is.
Gotta nope them all.
These Pokemon get the meat sweats.
Leora, you're first up.
I'm assuming this is locked, right?
Correct.
We're gonna need those keys, Fang.
But can't you pick it?
The desk is right there.
Blam, 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 blam.
Oh yeah, let me just drop my sword and take out my lockpicks and pick this lock real quick. I don't know.
If you could, please.
Yeah, Fang's like, that sounds awesome. Everything you
It's
just
what she
sounds
do.
like a great strategy.
What are they gonna say? No, you cannot have the keys. Don't kill these things for us. Are you
Listen,
serious, Fang?
We've come across a lot of strange people.
Come on, politics, man.
You see these two creatures kind of stop and look at each other and like watch y'all have a conversation.
She's just shouting around the corner. Are you serious? You don't have the keys.
Somebody bring the damn keys.
Well, there's no need to shout.
Katwang.
Screw you, Fang. I'm gonna take out my lockpicks and pick this dumbass door.
Take out your lockpicks and kill one of them.
I know that Fang has actually successfully picked a lock before, but for some reason I like to imagine him in this moment just being like completely unaware how locks work and thinking that you can pick literally any lock for like any reason with enough time and tools.
Yes.
He just doesn't get it. So he's like, Leora, pick the lock. And she's like, what the fuck? No. That's not how locks work. What are you talking about? Yes, it is.
Leora ends up just throwing her lockpicks into the eyeball of one of those ghouls.
Gee, I sure miss my gun right about now. Let me just jangle with this lock for a bit. See what happens. I don't know.
It's real easy. Oh, you just like, and it's opened.
Screw you, Fang.
Oh, good.
Shoot your eye out.
Now you can melee with the first one.
Was that my action?
Yeah, that's
I say
action
yes?
to pick the locks.
Okay. I'm just gonna sit right here then.
And we'll just say
You wanna back
your
away from the
bonus
door?
and your reaction were spent talking.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm just gonna back
No.
up so Fang can
Wait,
do
you
his
don't want to
business.
move past Fang?
I'm giving him space. Come do your thing. No,
Oh,
what's the
but
ghost
now
turn?
the door swings open,
Yes.
and this one turns, seeing fresh meat, and just comes bounding like right at you, jumping up on top, trying to jump on top of you.
Oh, you want some, big guy?
Let me see if I got a picture.
I mean, how much sum do you have to offer?
Do I got a picture?
You'd be surprised.
Because they haven't put out the module for these creatures yet. I don't have that. Let me see if there's a picture in here.
You're back on land,
My
and you're
PDF.
immediately in combat with a physical fight.
No, this is fine. I'm used to this.
This is kosher.
It'll be sprayed across the ceiling in like 2 rounds. Got it.
At least monsters bleed, you know?
Ah, damn it.
Everything that came out of the ocean left lots of blood in the ocean.
This is what one of them looks like. I don't. Wait. Do I have it in here?
Are they different?
Yeah, there's 2 different ones. One of them's a crypt
Yeah, they're
lurker,
palette swapped.
and
Okay.
yeah. There's what one of them looks like.
Oh, he's so brown.
Like you don't see any eyes on them. So they're pretty terrifying.
I mean, he looks like he's really been practicing some kind of martial art. Like, maybe we should just let him keep doing that?
Yeah, just let him do martial arts.
No? Is it just me? Okay.
I just want to slap its bald head.
Slap the shit out of it.
Crab people. I fucking knew it.
No, they're not crab people.
Critical.
Motherfucking crabs.
It's going to. I see 1 to 3 is a bite. No, it's going to claw at you. And that hit. For 11 points of damage. It just, you see those big, meaty, like just 3-fingered claws just right across your chest. Bang. You see this creature now, which now you need to make a wisdom save.
Fuck.
Should have
Yeah,
saved
no
your
problem.
wisdom.
I've seen worse.
They're basically crabs.
Thinks about the rats. Oh, I've seen worse.
Wait, you're not thinking about the puppets and the place?
No, sir.
In the place with the thing?
Yeah.
With the stuff?
You guys don't remember that?
No one?
Nope. Just
Most of us aren't there.
out of sight, out of mind.
That would be a miss. No one got him.
Hey.
Woof.
Gonna do 2 more.
Furry of bows.
How'd you know?
Who told?
Yes. That's all I got. Except for moving away, but I think I'll stay here.
Like your last hit missed almost critically.
Fine, it's kosher. It happens, you know. Not to me, but it happens.
The other one comes bounding out. Just leaps across that one. And is going for you, Fang. And it's going
Why wouldn't it? We're
to...
best friends.
Fresh
It's going to
limbs.
try to bite you.
Could it not?
I don't know. It might not. Nope, it does not.
See, we're friends. We're just playing.
I'm assuming y'all are staying on your targets.
I think so.
Yep.
Leora, you're up first. Go figure.
Ooh, offhand. You are shitting me.
What's the round 2?
Ouch. I accidentally I was trying to like move my boxes around and I clicked round 2 instead.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know it would post that in chat.
But to swing the sharp points towards the bad guys.
How dare you?
I'm nowhere nearby, so this is just like a horrible memory.
Fang doesn't see it, but the guard comes running around the corner, sees this, loses his shit, turns around, and runs back the other way.
Buy me a drink.
Howard.
What a baby.
Sorry, I was fucking muted again. He just went with claws on that attack, misses. Thing, here go.
Just whipping each other.
I can drop Blitz bargain, right? That seems. This seems like a time I might want to do that.
It's only 2.
Well, you missed both your attacks. I missed half my attacks. Like,
That's up to you.
Yeah, but do you really need to?
Kursk has finally shed himself of the missing curse, but at what cost?
I mean, yeah,
Alright.
make yourself bleed. That'll definitely make them want to eat you less.
Yeah.
Well, they can't eat me if they're dead. What is your point here?
They look at these creatures look at each other again and kind of shrug at each other like, what the fuck? Why are they dialoguing so much?
Things like, I sell prime spine and prime spine accessories.
Cracks his
Fuck
knuckles.
my
The doctor is
absolute-
in.
Just fuck.
How many fucks? Just fuck.
Wow.
See, if I had my
Whoa.
Blitz bargain out.
I was gonna say that would have been a critical.
Let's do it again.
Hey, thanks for the follow.
Hey. Son of a bitch! Damn you!
Oh, poor Fang.
Fang's been hitting mine, so I'm gonna hit his.
No, just kill it.
This one.
Just put it down.
This one is going
Somebody help this
to
man.
claw attack. Oh, that critical showed up there for a minute, but it misses you, Fang.
It's part of that dice pack you have that taunts us, right?
Yep.
Rolls over the criticals constantly.
Leora.
Okay, I'm doing main hand on the big one, offhand on the small one. They're the same size. Offhand on the almost dead one. Are you kidding me?
I need you to roll those percentile dice, ma'am.
Please, Leora.
Thing's healthy. It's
Well,
okay.
Fang, time to die.
So, and this was your rapier, right? So, Fang, as she stabs at this thing, it moves and catches the edge of that rapier, and it kind of like deflects off of it, and it just barely scratches your cheek as she almost skewers you right through the face, but misses. And just draws a line of blood.
It was a quarter chance, wasn't it?
Yeah, 25% chance you hit your friend, yes.
Oh my god.
Oh, I thought it was 30.
No, it's 25.
Fang shrieks like a man.
As a man does.
Yeah, as you do.
That wastes my bonus.
Yeah, that
action,
no
right?
more attack. That's
Yeah.
any point of a
Okay.
fumble house rule is that it negates any
You
further.
could use your bonus action to apologize.
No, I don't think I will.
Wow.
Damn.
Leora, this one's going for the bite. Oh, it was almost a 19.
None of us can hit each other.
Bang.
Let's do it.
Gonna draw Blood's Bargain and attack Leora.
Yes. Piss.
Are you
Oh, dude.
fucking kidding me?
I'm so glad that no one else is here to see this.
We slayed them like kings.
honk honk?
Like kings.
Oh my god! There we fucking go! Oh my god. Oh, it's dead! Dab, 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 dab.
Dab, 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 dab.
Barely.
We fucking
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Well done, Fang. That's the deadliest thing you've put down in your adventuring career.
Could we get a notification? Well done, Fang. That's the most attacks you've missed in a single turn.
Yeah, I say that's for the new mod I put in here.
Oh my
It's
god!
okay, we all know you had your monitor off. It's all right.
I closed my eyes that turn.
Okay. This one, it's going to make a claw attack at you, Fang. And miss. Leora, you're up.
Could you please stand still? Thank you. Oh, let me hit all my buttons. Boop. Mm-mm.
Wow.
And you put it down. You now have these two horrible looking dead things and a severely mangled and partially eaten body in the cell.
Well, that's that.
As you come back around, Lothar and the guard are standing there near they're both, looks like he's kind of shaking the guard out of what's going on. They're standing there waiting for anything that's getting past y'all, and they're guarding the front door. And as the commotion dies down, he comes around like, "What the hell?"
Well, I think we found your mole.
Well,
He was probably super dead.
well,
Good.
that clears you at least.
Yeah.
And he has like a concerned look on his face.
Have you seen anything like that before?
He's just kind of quiet, looking down, kind of like in thought. I know what they are, but it's been generations since there's been issues. And
They're not mildly related to crab people, are they?
I don't know anything about a crab people, but and he goes in, checks out the scene, and the same thing that there's no tunnel down. It's like as if they came up, the Earth's collapsing back in on itself, and so there's no tunnel there. It's like, well, I know they had to have come up, see what the issue is here, but I don't know how you're gonna get down. There are lava tunnels all throughout this island. Typically, some of the places where the tunnels come up close to the buildings, they use for storage. Others they use for like this, and he points over to the privy. They dump out there. He goes, chances are your mates are down there also, and then looks at the body, at least what's left of them. But that's the most direct path as he turns and looks back at the privy. That's open straight into the lava tunnels. Probably about 30 foot down, though.
Fang, my good friend.
Yes.
Are we going to go in the sewers again because of you?
No?
Wouldn't be the first time, as I'm already walking over towards
we'll be doing it if the captain asks.
All right. Good.
Or maybe if we have to.
Okay.
I've got like a leg down the hole. Wait, we're not going right now?
You're not there. You're out with a curse.
Oh, damn.
Ori, when did you get arrested?
She stole some coins.
So while y'all are discussing, should we go down the sewers? Kursk and Ori, what are y'all doing? I say, Kursk, I'm assuming you just went for some day labor.
Yeah, Kursk is gonna go see if like they need help on the docks or
Now the shipwright,
the
yeah, if you
logging.
want to help move heavy stuff around, the shipwright will take work. You know.
Sure.
Right,
absolutely.
I followed him towards the
He said he was going to
The
go to
wood
the lumber
shop.
mill. Now he's saying it'd probably make best monetarily wise to help work off if there's any extra for the boat and to help it get done quicker. But if you want to go to the lumber mill, that's fine also.
I mean, okay, no, I was following the big man.
I mean, you're your own person. You can do what you want.
I am following you.
I'm not your
That's what
dad.
I'm doing. Can you are you okay, look, I'm like almost 6 feet, maybe 5.5. Can you carry me on your shoulder?
I mean, I guess.
I kind of want to try.
All right, sure. Chris
Just for
kind of gives
grace.
Ori like a weird little look, but he's like, she's like shrugs, is like, all right, sure, whatever.
I mean, if it imbalances you, then you can put me back down. I was really curious for a second.
He walked you directly into a sign by accident.
He walks you directly into the volcano.
Kalima, etc.
So
Yeah.
you're just going to ride around on Kursk's shoulders all day?
Well, I mean,
you're
is
coming
that an
off
option?
when I have to do the heavy lifting. Like I can't like.
Actually, you can. Like here, you're just like lifting up boards or something. Like here, Ori, hold on to these.
Oh, that's.
I mean, I don't think it's the most efficient way to do things, but yeah, I mean, you can trudge along as long as you got your boots on.
Hey, Kursk.
Yep.
I brewed a couple of gas bags. Would it help your day if you were bigger?
I mean, sure.
And she kind of like bumps up and down on your shoulder.
Not that will draw any attention.
I mean, anything that that helps us get the boat put back together quicker.
I certainly have an idea about something that helps us put the boat back together quicker.
Not that this town isn't nice. Certainly beats trudging around in the sewers of Trisport.
Good news, guys.
Oh, hey guys, guess what?
Oh, son of a bitch!
Fucking hell.
I mean I like Kursk. He's always been helpful. I'm gonna just like slap one of these two gas bags and like a dissipating orange gas falls over his countenance. I'm gonna cast Enlarge on Kursk.
Are you going to try to resist what he's doing, Kursk, or accept whatever he's doing?
Kursk accepts it.
Okay.
Find the actual Enlarge.
So he increases by what percentage?
Hold on. Enlarge says. Nope, that's not the right one. It is You got to read the big spell. All right, enlarge. The target size doubles in all dimensions, and its weight is multiplied by 8.
Not the size of a fucking building.
This growth increases its size by 1 category, from medium to large, for example. If there isn't enough room for the target to double its size, the creature or object attains the maximum possible size in the space available. Until the spell ends, the target also has advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. The target's weapons also grow to match its new size. While these weapons are enlarged, the target's attacks with them deal 1d4 extra damage.
Okay, so as your cloud just falls around him, you see his. Are you staying on the shoulders?
As they slowly grow larger.
I mean, you're staying on him. Okay,
that's where
so you, of course, as this grows, you're looking at second story now of the buildings, and you hear people start screaming, like, and seeing people running like from the docks. The area's emptying as all of a sudden this giant man just comes up, and there's panic and people screaming, running, just fleeing the area.
It's like they don't want
is there
stuff
a big
put back
crowd
on the
by-
boats.
Go ahead, Brandon.
I just said it's like they don't want stuff put back on the boats.
Is there like a big crowd at the docks?
Well, you had people working and stuff like that. There's not a big crowd anymore, and you see some of the workers that were working at the boat. They're like jumping into the water, like trying to swim away. The old man is like, "What the hell?" And he's like grabbing a baling pin and stuff like that. He's like standing his ground by the boat, but does not look real calm.
Ori strikes again.
I helped.
Yup.
Yes, you did.
A few moments later, you start hearing like whistles. Like, totally reminds you of like when back in Driftport, when the Watch is calling for reinforcements, the whistles that start echoing through the city. You're hearing whistles going off.
Did like Kursk even get to move some?
I don't know.
No,
trees?
everyone ran away.
You're literally walking down the street.
Yeah, and use
Kursk shows up
and then cast magic. Yeah.
You didn't even bother to ask if magic was cool on this island.
Except that whole part earlier when the Fang asked him to do like lights or something, the captain's like, and let's not do that. He gets a few tells of how it's accepted in Fang's homeland and gets used to that, and the captain's like, "Cool, thanks." And I was like, "I could just use this anywhere." What are you doing, Kursk, at the side of all this?
Well, I figure I'm not going to be too good at fucking hiding, considering I am enormous.
Maybe you can shave your beard again. It's his like Clark Kent thing.
Oh my god.
Here's a pair of glasses. Go slick your hair back.
He's gonna set Ori down and tell her to just run. And he's gonna like sit down in a spot that's unoccupied and just wait for the fucking authorities to come.
What's Ori doing?
She really doesn't want to run.
Just tell her Fang will come sort this out later.
I guess she'll just kind of duck around the nearest building and probably not very stealthily keep an eye around the corner as to what the hell's going on with
They're not gonna throw
the
me
BFG.
They're not gonna throw me in a jail cell. I will not fit in the jail cell.
as she holds
What's
concentration
the
on the
worst
spell.
they could possibly do?
Okay. As that's all going on at the same time, what are Elle and Proximo up to?
I'll let Proximo go first.
If the docks is where the biggest crowd is that Proximo could find, that's where he's at.
Like he just
But he's
probably between the docks and the marketplace. There is where the biggest collection of people would be. With the market being the larger of the two.
okay. That's probably where Proximo would have been then.
Doing anything specific or
You know what I'm here
right?
for.
Well, I didn't know if you were going to do other things also.
So, is Proximo going to share any of that or no?
No.
Okay.
No, fuck you, get lost.
No, he did share. He shared with me. I know what's going on.
That's true. All right. Well, so Elle's going to go off on his own for a little bit. He's recently acquired something new that he doesn't really know per se how to properly utilize it. So he is going to get a little practice in and learn because he likes being a learned person.
Okay, so you're going to try to learn new things.
Yeah, I'm going to learn new things, and I'm going to try and make sure that I'm kind of out of hearing range from the town.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to.
Roll me percentile dice.
Percentile dice. I love when you ask me for that.
Okay. You're figuring things out. It's a little complex, but you don't hurt yourself or anything else.
Cool. Would you say that I've how comfortable am I feeling with this? Is it still pretty like okay, I'm still not
And yeah, you're not
100%,
100%, and
totally
it's
sure.
you actually it's kind of scary. Hey,
Okay.
kitty.
Now, how many
Hi, kitty.
attempts? Oh, it's a cat. How many attempts would you say this took if, for whatever reason, I had to make any sort of deductions on a number of items?
That however many you want to do.
Okay.
It's kind of a variable thing.
Would you say that if I
Roll
were
a
to
d20.
use it in its entirety, would it be a 5 or a 6 if you get what I'm saying?
Roll a d20. We'll see.
Oh, that's a 5.
Yeah, you're trying to space things out just for making sure it's not drawing a lot of attention.
Okay, cool.
I'm
gonna just keep doing that for a
Okay.
while.
So Proximo, as you're doing your thing, you all of a sudden just hear people screaming and come like flooding up through that big opening from the docks towards the market, just like panicked people that something's going on and it's terrifying people.
I take the stuff I brought with me and I run towards the dock.
Because you got the map open there of the city. Did you get?
Yes.
Yeah. So as you run, basically that south way, it's wide open. You're pushing through people, and then you see like a 12-foot tall curse just kind of sitting cross-legged, like on the dock, just sitting there.
Oh no, it's a changeling.
No, it's me.
Go ahead and attack if you want.
Yeah, I just
Only given to Proximo.
Kill him.
All
He's
right.
magic.
If it's going to be Kursk, I slip back into the crowd and hopefully nobody noticed what I was doing.
So you run up, you see him like, oh, trouble. I'm just going to kind of run with the people. See Proximo turning like,
As soon as I know there's no danger, I'm going to go with other people.
No danger's
I guess
kind of a
that's really what I'm getting
relative
at here.
point of view.
Oh no, it's my own compatriot,
Yeah.
but really big.
And as you start turning around, you start hearing like watch whistles, going off, starting to sound out throughout town.
I'll reach my arms up to like my eyes and rub my eyes a little bit and be like, all right, fine. And I'll turn back around. Go back towards Kursk, I guess.
Okay. While y'all are talking, y'all just finished wrapping up the fight with the ghouls. And the captain's trying to talk to you, and y'all start hearing the whistles. And the captain's like, fuck, what is it now? And he turns and
You wouldn't believe it.
tells the
Captain.
guard, let's go.
Please tell me
And
that-
they grab weapons
should-
and start heading out the door.
Should we tag along?
Do what you want, just stay out of the way. And he seems panicked.
We'll tag along.
So he's grabbing weapons, going out. There are other guards coming, like running in towards the stockades, and he's yelling, giving orders, and they're rushing in to get weapons and stuff out of the. Basically, you see a lot of them going as you're going out that room, right north of you.
I look at Leora. This couldn't possibly be us, right?
It couldn't possibly.
We've been so well behaved.
They've been on their best behavior.
Remember when I said the night was still young?
It's been a few days. They've been doing so well. It's probably more crabs.
Crab people. Or
Crab
these dogs. Dogs could definitely have shown up. Please be dogs.
Man, you guys sound like you believe yourselves so much right now.
So are y'all just kind of like casually strolling out, just having a conversation, or waiting there? What do you?
Yeah. That's what. That's
keeping
what.
up with the captain, I think.
He's taking off at a room. I could just see
staying
y'all
out of
kind
the
of
way.
casually strolling, getting left behind, and
No, we're taking off with them. We're just having a conversation.
okay.
Yeah.
That's what
We're
I
not like
figured.
we're not hurting ourselves. We're not full speed, but we got to make sure we know where they're going.
Oh, my side piece. Us on this travel trip.
Let me find
And we
my...
don't have a boat to escape on.
I gotta find the button.
Come next.
Okay. I don't know where they're at.
That's what it was. But
Okay, so your combat tracker should be full now as all kinds of guards start pouring into that area. As the captain and Fang and Leora get up there, the guards are all spreading out around this very large man that you now recognize as Kursk. He's sitting on his butt, larger than Proximo is, by, Proximo's about up to his chest as Proximo stands and he's sitting. And the guards have kind of made a circle around him, keeping their distance. Some of them have look like fishnets and tridents. Several of them have that kind of gladiatorial look. Others have spears, swords. The captain's like, "What the hell is this?" And that's the scene as y'all come running up. You just see Proximo and Kursk. You don't see El or Ori anywhere.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one for sure.
No,
Have
Leora,
fun with that, Fang.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Dad's disappointed. Oh no.
And he's saying it at Leora too.
Is he?
There's no way she's involved in this cascade of a nightmare. Okay, Leora, let's think of a nice solid plan. All right, I'll go first. We leave and never come back. You
know,
go.
I like that plan quite a bit, actually.
Let's just go the fuck home.
We're just gonna go live in the jungle.
In
The crab apes are
mighty
probably better than
jungle.
this.
I
We'll
think that
become-
maybe I need to start sacrificing people to the volcano.
We'll be lord of the crab people.
Mhm.
And we'll survive that. We'll take over the island after
Mhm.
that.
Oh my god, you could do you could pull a fucking Daenerys Targaryen, like Game of Thrones, recruit all the crab people, sail across the sea to Westeros, and retake the Iron Throne.
Okay. Second plan.
Throw that in the
He already
maybe
wants to go
pile.
reclaim the petal throne, the blossom throne.
Okay, Leora. Second plan. We talked to Lothar about this. We have slight pull here, right? Like what we just did wasn't for nothing, right?
It will, if we get involved, it'll ruin any pull we had.
Please let this end not violently. So are we gonna wait this one out? Play it by ear?
I feel like, I mean, they're not killing him, which is an upside.
Well, why?
We could just
It's
wait it out.
oh, God.
If they start killing him, we'll get involved. But I think they're about to start putting nets on him, and I kind of want to watch.
I think it'll be really funny.
Hopefully they don't throw his pants into the ocean.
Flavor steaks.
Oh, they're big pants right now, too.
They're huge.
They'd be quite the pants to conquer.
As y'all are debating this and trying to figure out what kind of trouble are we in here, you look around, you see some of the people you've seen walking forward, you never really paid much attention. A group that has like all very white cloth on. They were wearing solid white with like gold accents on their trimming and any jewelry, and talking amongst themselves. Across from them, a good 20 foot, you see a group dressed in the reds and yellows, like you saw what Fang you would have seen up by them when you went up the volcano area, and they eyeing each other a bit, and then one's like, this is a miracle of the Lady of Light, it has to be. And then the other's like, no, it isn't. Gat sends this is a praise of Gat to help our people be stronger and bigger. And then the shouting kind of starts between the two, but you're catching basically the one group saying the Lady of Light, this is a blessing from them. The other says, no, it's a blessing of Gat. And you don't know what this means.
I'm like, listen, all right. I don't know what any of that is. So I'm going to ask the captain roughly how good or bad this could be.
Do you think that if I proclaimed that I was their goddess and I started teleporting, do you think they'd believe me?
Can we keep it to one? Can we keep it down to one problem at a time?
Oh, so Kursk gets to have fun, but I don't?
I didn't say that. I just
You
said
just
for
gotta
this
fight in the
moment.
jail. You had your fun.
Yeah.
Nurse your wounds, all right?
I was going to offer another chaotic element, but that sounds hilarious. So I'm going to wait back.
Yep, Leora, you need to share your fun with Kursk.
Just one thing at a time, please. Please, Leora, just
Alright, fine.
Say, these are
one
friends of
second.
yours, aren't they? They came in with you
Who?
because y'all are The same group of strangers
What?
that came in. What's going
Us?
on?
I've no.
And then he turns yelling at the other two
Much too
groups
large.
to shut up and let him think. What's going on here?
Is he talking?
Yeah,
to
he's
us?
talking to you, both of you.
Who's talking?
I wish Penguin actually said that to his face, like, "Oh, wait, are you talking to us?" Like completely feigning ignorance as hard as possible. He's like,
Is this
"Yes,
ship
you."
captain?
He's like, "Me, really?"
So you've shown up, and within a week, I've got ghouls burrowing up from the lava tubes. I've got witchcraft in my streets. What other ill omens have you brought?
Things like on the borderline of like collapsing to the ground, just like this always happens.
Wait, so
Wherever I go.
he's not talking to the captain. He's talking to who?
The
Lothar, the captain of the
guard
city
cap-
guard, is
Yeah.
talking to Fang and Leora.
Lothar, like, just okay. I really, 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 very, really wish I had an idea of what was going on here. But when I left this morning, everybody was off to have a decent time. They were gonna be productive members of society. And we were coming to check in on our not so productive members of society. I really don't know what's going on here. This is as much a surprise to me as it is to you. But if we could not kill my friend there, I'm sure he will maybe go back to normal size. Hopefully.
I mean, but
Please.
for now, if you need like any big boulders moved, I'm
Yeah,
sure
yeah,
he'd love to help.
I'm sure
Or
he can stand up in
trees.
the
I'm just
water.
gonna
Or like
shout that out.
trees. Or trees.
You really like what would be best for you guys with like a 10-foot, 12-foot tall man, Lothar, sir?
I've scurried my way along like
Uh,
the gutters outside of like the space I hid earlier to be in the conversation.
There's just like a whisper on the wind from like over a mile away, and it just says, "Tell them it's a medical condition."
Looks like I still need Ori, Proximo, and Curse to roll.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, I dropped to 1.
It's kind of fitting.
Thank you, Jack.
And it's funny that
Bro, that is literally me.
it's kind of funny, and this is fitting. Leora made her perception by 1. And it's funny that you talk about across the wind, because you, through all this, again, you
Shit.
barely catch. It sounds like a gunshot, far, far away. But
Are
that
you
distinctive
fucking kidding me?
sound,
I
you
go
know
running
the
off.
sound of it. It's got a distinct report, but it's barely audible.
I try and pinpoint what direction it came from.
You're not sure with everything going on. You know that it's from where you're standing. It came off like to your left, which would be like off to the east. But that's about the closest you're going to get. There's jungle and some farmland to the southeast. You've got the volcano and mountain to the northeast, and jungle due east.
Thing. Did you hear that?
Not really? What was it that you heard?
Ella's wasting my goddamn ammo.
He wouldn't be that stupid, right?
Oh no, that was my gun. That sounded like my gun.
Leora, listen. One problem at a time, please. Just we'll get to there in a second. All right, just let's hear Lothar out. Let's make sure he's not going to skin our friend alive or whatever it is that they plan to do with him. Lothar, how are we settling this?
I need some explanations as to what's going on. Why is your companion as large as he is? What caused it, and what kind of harm is he going to do to this city and its people?
I can answer a few of those questions. If I go with you, and those two gentlemen over there come with you peacefully, is everybody else free to go?
They look like the only two involved.
Listen, I've done my best to help you out so far today. I'm willing to do it again.
Can you make him not be that size? Because we've been seen around town, and that's not how you've been seen. And who did it, and how, and why? Is it something
Hold
that
on,
he
let me go
does?
talk to him.
And the other two, you hear them, they're
He-
getting more heated in their arguments about how this is a blessing from the lady. No, it's Gat. Those two names just keep coming up.
Hey, Kursk,
Yes.
what the fuck?
I'm waiting for my turn again.
Well,
Yeah, at any point, if you wanted to jump in, Ori, what's...
I wasn't sure what the round order
It's
was
just
like.
kind
but,
of, there's
like,
not a specific turn, I'm not keeping it in combat rounds.
If I had found a safe corner to hide in and he was getting a bunch of heat on him for this, it was really easy to just like drop the concentration.
Oh, I thought you were like enjoying the hilarity of this. That's what it seemed like. You were like, I'm just going to hide over here and watch.
Well, no, I was loving the reactions, but I was waiting for my turn to come around again to actually do something and just be like, okay.
Okay, yeah, that's why there was no. Sorry for any misunderstanding. There was no combat rounds. I just thought you were like, I'm enjoying the show because at any point you're like, because you mentioned it's a concentration spell. I'm like, okay, I guess he's going to hold it. So, at what point would you have wanted to have dropped it?
The second, so when heat landed on him and he sent her away, the moment she found like a corner to hide in, it would probably be another couple beats of focused thinking to then be like, wait, I brewed that, and just like pull it back off the top of the stopper, and it just there's like a off of his physical space, and he just falls back into his normal.
But I was saying because we
very
said it
large.
where like the potions. Was this a wild cast or a potion you did? Because you don't have
It
to.
was a potion. I brewed two of them.
Okay, if it's concentration, Kursk has the concentration on it, not you. Because it's whoever drinks the potion.
Oh well, then I'm screwed.
Yep. Did you tell Kursk that?
He wouldn't know anything about this.
I would know.
Exactly.
Fuck
Nobody
all
reads
about
the
it.
manual.
Yeah, unless there's some
Well,
way
now
you
that
could have
everyone
told him,
knows-
like, just think about not being big or something. But the other, so
Yeah. Now that everyone knows that.
because that was the kind of
As
the
players, not
cool
as
and
characters.
metagamey thing with the potions is that you don't have to maintain concentration.
That is super awesome. But doesn't help Kursk.
No.
Yeah, well, then I guess I've slowly edged my way further around the corner because he's not learning how to turn it off.
Unless you have the opposite prepared also. And then you've got to get over there to him and undo what you did.
It's his own opposite. Don't. No.
Okay, Kursk, we're going to do some breathing exercises.
I mean,
Breathe in.
Sun's getting real low, big guy.
this may not be the time, but I'm sorry about that whole choking you thing back back in that town.
Oh, it's no big deal. I've done that to most of the people I know.
Sign of camaraderie.
What a beautiful moment.
Well, I wish I could resolve the situation, but
I'm
I
gonna
just
try and cast
have to
reduce on him.
find
Well, hang on a second.
Ori.
As you're saying that, as you're like, I really wish that I could do it. Roll me percentile dice. I'll give you a 30% chance that just thinking about it, you kind of like cancel it. Nope.
Fuck.
Son of a bitch.
I'm too far away, but I was gonna try and cast reduce on him directly.
What's the well? You're using your gas
level 2 Arcana.
like spontaneously cast.
Yep.
What's the range?
Oh yeah.
30 feet.
Okay. So give him that DC 14. Then as you're talking to him, Leora, and he's like, I really wish you could. All of a sudden, you're like, ooh, you shrink down to normal size. And of course, at that point, there's the all throughout the crowd, and the guards kind of like take a step back and bring their weapons up in defensiveness just because of the abrupt change. And the captain of the guard, he's like, or Lothar, he's like, bring him with, and he turns to you, Fang. He's like, if he does anything, and then he raises his voice and kind of looks back at his men and is like, kill him.
Can I follow that up with a dancing lights cantrip, or is that another action?
No, you do not. No.
Sure, I mean, you did that. The next thing you can do, I mean, we're not in combat round, so yeah, I mean, 6 seconds pass and you can do something else.
I just want to make some swirling, like ethereal little wisps that look like they're carrying off of his body and go like way up into the sky, like something whisked off with his essence or some. I mean, it's just dancing lights. It's literally just pyrotechnics, but
Roll percentile dice. Okay. This happens. The guards kind of like back off from him, but there's one Mamau. Looks like kind of I guess he would be more the captain of the guard, whereas the Lothar is like the chief. He was told if something happens to kill him, so he's taking action. Where is his?
Did you just fart out your soul?
Well, I'm probably about to.
Why
Broom.
they did not code this correctly on the? I love it. They put a period instead of a colon, and it won't register the attack.
Coding.
Periods instead of colons. My life.
There we go. Where is curse? First one. Hit. Second attack. Misses. Did that not register? Why did
I only saw the
I
hit.
see the one hit. Yes.
that's odd? He only hit one. You take 5 points of damage, so we're in combat rounds now. What's everybody doing?
I'm gonna
Is-
try and ask Lothar to fucking talk his boy down.
Yeah, is the captain the only one that's attacking Kursk?
At the moment, yes, because the chief had just said basically if he does anything, kill him, and then this stuff, shit starts coming off of him, so they don't know what's going on. I know what you're trying to do is like, oh, the evil spirit left his body. They don't know what the hell is going on. This dude just like turned into a giant. Now weird lights are coming off of him.
Okay.
So yeah, it's still it's to them this is witchcraft. There's something's going on that's bad juju.
Good old witchcraft. I'm casting Tasha Says Laughter at the captain.
So first off, it's Fang. It's your go.
We have to be here for like a month. Are we gonna go live in the jungle?
He just
I-
watched spirits waft off this thing and then burst into laughter. Come on.
It's not the captain attacking, right? It's one of his. It's not Lothar, right?
It's Momau. That's Lothar is like the chief of police. Momau's like the captain of the guard.
I'm gonna kind of like jump to Lothar's side and be like, he's not doing it. Just call him off. We'll all come with you, all of us.
Give me a persuasion with disadvantage.
Fuck all.
He draws his weapon too. He's like, damn right, you're all coming with him, and like, on my order, kill them all. And they stand there for a moment, readied, all of them to execute all of you. And they wait just a moment to see what else is happening. Proxima, what are you doing?
I think right now he's just standing in front of Kursk, looking out at the guards. He hasn't made a move.
So, you non-threatening.
Yeah.
Leora, what are you doing?
This is not good. I'm just gonna keep standing down for now, but I'm glancing very pointedly at Fang for him to tell me what to do.
Did your fan just kick on? Sound like a plane about to take off. That's funny.
That's not my fan. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold anything. I'm just gonna stand here.
I don't know what went through. I guess already for some reason I don't know must have passed it. Ori, what are you doing? And Kursk, are you making any actions?
Kursk is when he hears him say kill them all, he'll Kursk will say no, just you can have my blood. Kill me, but let them all go. They had nothing to do with this.
Was that just shows a save? Do your Arcana check.
Oh, yeah, let me do that first, I guess. That was a level 1. Oh, yeah, it's good.
Okay. So the dude that attacked you, Curse, you're like take my. He just like falls to the ground like laughing uncontrollably. What characters
Good
are y'all
old
gonna
dark
make
humor.
next?
I don't have my axe, by the way. I'm not gonna take my axe if I'm gonna go do.
Hey, you're just going out
fucking
for
work.
working.
Yeah, I don't have. I have no weapon.
Oh, goody. So, what are y'all thinking of playing next?
I am rolling up a new character right now.
Okay, so this dude falls to the
There's another
ground.
gunshot in the distance.
Oh, where's Lothar? He hadn't got to go yet. Leora. All the guards like are looking towards the chief, like waiting for that signal because they don't know what the fuck's going on. It's your go, Leora.
I don't know what's going on either.
Yeah, you see, Kursk was big, then he shrank, then all these lights come off the top of him, and then this guard captain just falls to the ground, just uncontrollably laughing after he was just like very aggressive.
I
Kursk
think
is
the
a
only
good
thing that Leora is thinking about right now is that Elle is messing with her gun and she hates it.
Then Elle's out there thinking, man, I hope everybody's having a good time today.
Man, I
will
haven't
see
seen
you
it.
all.
I haven't seen anyone in a while. I wonder what's going on.
I'll see y'all next week. I gotta go.
Okay, have a good night,
All
man.
right.
Good night, man. You know, I'm not gonna make any moves. That's gonna get a whole bunch of guards mad at me. I'm just gonna keep calm.
carry on.
It's Lothar's turn. I think we're gonna cliffhang it for right here, so I can think about how bad I have to kill you or what this is gonna do. Yeah, I got to think about this. Oh wow. So thanks everybody for hanging out and watching. We'll be back. Or I'll be back Monday for some AD&D on Steam Still and Murders channel, followed by some I'm sorry, not Monday, but Tuesday, and then Kelsto's Tuesday night game. After that, maybe some more Deadlands Wednesday or Thursday, and then back for Friday night, Kelsto, and back here next Saturday to see what the
I can't believe Elle is going to be
fuck
the
happens.
only one who lives.
So
Over my dead body.
yeah, probably all of your dead bodies.
Yes,
my-
quite
so,
literally.
Thanks for
After
hanging
my
out, y'all.
mobile body.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Night,
Good night.
everyone.